The views and opinions of the host and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Good morning. Fred Mitchell says there is no government ploy to take over the Grand Bahama Port Authority. Mitchell says the Prime Minister is seeking to avoid public acrimony with the port. But a prominent Freeport attorney says the government failed to protect the interests in the GBPA. And it's a big day for Guardian Radio. We're celebrating our 12th anniversary. It's all straight ahead this morning. I'm Dwight Strachan, and this is Morning Blend.
Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. It's the start of a new way. You know that it's here. It's the start of the end of the old way. Revolution. Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day.
Good morning again, Bahamas. It is Wednesday, April 10th, 2024. This is Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. Again, I'm Dwight Strachan. In a moment, Chester Robards will be joining us. And yes, it is Morning Blend's 12th anniversary today as well. And Guardian Radio is going to be celebrating in a big way. We've got a lot of special guests coming through all day here on the station, and including the Royal Bahamas Police Force Pop Band and the Marching Band. So if you're in the Oaksfield area, you might want to stop by to see that. Or you might want to brace yourself for some traffic delays. But that's going to be happening today. Again, we're celebrating the 12th anniversary all day today. So that's coming up on this special edition of the show. But let's begin with the overnight, the latest breaking news from while you were sleeping, and the top national and international headlines this morning. In the overnight, the Davis administration's fight with the Grand Bahama Port Authority is not part of a ploy by the government to take over the entity, but is simply an effort to improve the lives of Grand Bahama residents. That's according to PLP Chairman Fred Mitchell. Mitchell said investors have walked away from Grand Bahama due to the difficult red tape laid out by the GBPA, as he appealed to Bahamians across the political divide to get on board with the idea that Freeport needs to become a Bahamianized city. He called on right-thinking people to support the efforts of Prime Minister Philip Davis in his battle against the owners of the GBPA. During an interview with ZNS Northern Service, Mitchell was asked to respond to critics who think the government's actions are a ploy to get control of the GBPA. Mitchell said this wasn't the case. He said, quote, "It's just trying to improve the economic lot of the people of Freeport and the island of Grand Bahama. This is our second largest city. It's too big to fail. It cannot be allowed to fail. It is built for 250,000 people. The last census shows that since 2010, the city and island lost 5,000 people. So the city is in decline. So the question is, how do you reverse that with all of the resources you have there? Well, the Davis administration and the GBPA have been locked in a dispute over the future of Freeport. Tensions escalated after the government sent a letter to the GBPA on March 26th, giving it 30 days to pay $357 million the government says it is owed or face arbitration. Davis met with some of the city's stakeholders as well as PLP supporters in Grand Bahama over the weekend to lay out his case. On Sunday, the GBPA rejected the government's claim and said it was prepared to defend itself. The regulatory body added that the claim came on the heels of a proposal from the government to purchase the whole port group, which owns the Port Authority, from its current shareholders at a considerable discount, a proposal that was considered in good faith, we're told, but ultimately declined. Well, one notable Grand Bahama attorney, Maurice Glinton, saying that while the Davis administration now claims the Port Authority owes the public purse $357 million and for certain activities and works carried out in Freeport, the whole affair exposes the negligence of the government in failing for decades to protect the interests of Bahamians and its ownership stake in the Port Authority. You can read more about his comments in today's Nassau Guardian. The man who killed Omar Davis Jr. in 2022 apologized to his victim's mother before he was sentenced to 15 years as part of a plea deal. Normand Toussaint, who initially faced a murder charge, pleaded guilty to manslaughter for the crime that made headlines when it happened in New Providence. Toussaint, who has been in custody since August 2022, will receive credit for the time he spent on remand. According to the prosecutor, Davis went to visit Toussaint at his home off Wolf Road on August 15, 2022. Toussaint invited him inside. While there, they got into an argument about the contents of a phone. During the disagreement, Toussaint fatally stabbed Davis. He placed the body in the trunk of Davis's car and parked it on a vacant lot on East Avenue in Centerville. Davis's decomposing remains were found the following day. Toussaint was subsequently arrested and he admitted the crime. Before the apology, Davis's mother, Gia Wims, gave a victim impact statement. She said, quote, "The passing of Omar affected me in so many different ways because Omar is like everything to me. If you see Omar, he's loving, happy, and funny. He made everybody laugh, old or young." Wim said her son had recently graduated with a double major in finance and accounting and had hoped to pursue a master's in accounting before his life was cut short. She added that the crime had adversely affected Davis's teenage brother, who is very angry. And Bahamas Crisis Center Director Dr. Sandrine Patterson lamenting the lack of movement on legislation to criminalize marital rape in the Bahamas. But she says she hasn't given up. She says, quote, "It's something that has to happen if we are to truly talk about equal rights and the rights of women, in particular, to live lives free from violence. So it's not something that we have given up on." Overseas, South Korea's liberal opposition parties were expected to win a landslide victory in today's parliamentary election. Initial exit polls are suggesting this, a result that, if confirmed, would make conservative President Yoon Suk-yeol a lame duck for his remaining 3 years in office. The joint exit polls by South Korea's 3 major TV stations showed the main opposition Democratic Party and its satellite party were forecast to win combined 178 to 197 seats in the 300-member National Assembly. They expected another new liberal opposition party to win 12 to 14 seats. The poll suggested the ruling People Power Party and its satellite party were projected to win 85 to 105 seats. Wednesday's election, widely seen as a midterm confidence vote on President Yoon, a former top prosecutor who took office in 2022 for a single 5-year term. He's been grappling with low approval ratings and a liberal opposition-controlled parliament that has limited his major policy platforms. And from the United States, the Arizona Supreme Court has delivered a landmark decision in giving the go-ahead to enforce a long-dormant law that bans nearly all abortions, drastically altering the legal landscape within the state around terminating pregnancies. The law, predating Arizona's statehood, provides no exceptions for rape or incest and allows abortions only if the mother's life is in jeopardy. Arizona's highest court suggested doctors can be prosecuted under the 1864 law, though the opinion written by the court's majority didn't explicitly say that. The Tuesday decision threw out an earlier lower court decision that concluded that doctors couldn't be charged for performing abortions in the first 15 weeks of pregnancy. The law was enacted decades before Arizona became a state. In February of 1912, a court in Tucson has blocked the enforcement shortly after the U.S. Supreme Court issued its 1973 Roe v. Wade decision guaranteeing the constitutional right to an abortion. And fresh gunfire erupted Tuesday in downtown Port-au-Prince, forcing aid workers to halt urgently needed care for thousands of Haitians. Weeks of gang violence, forcing some 18 hospitals to stop working and causing a shortage of medical supplies as Haiti's biggest seaport and main international airport remain closed. The gang violence has driven about 17,000 people in the capital from their homes. Many are crammed into abandoned schools and other buildings where they often share a single toilet. Aid workers were able to reach one of the camps for displaced people on Tuesday, but they say there were too many gunshot victims to provide support. The health crisis is worsening. It's difficult to find basic medications, including antibiotics. Since gang violence erupted in February, the limited medication available has doubled and even tripled in price. In sports, the biggest high school track and field meet in the country, usually held before Carifta, will take place this weekend at the Thomas A. Robinson Track and Field Stadium. About 1,600 athletes from more than 60 schools throughout the country will take part in the Bahamas National High School Track and Field Championships. The meet, held in conjunction with the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture and the Ministry of Education and Technical and Vocational Training, set for April 11th through 14th at the stadium, Saturday and Sunday. Primarily reserved for relay running, a test event for the World Relays. Athletes will compete in 8 divisions: under 13 boys and girls, under 15 boys and girls, under 17 boys and girls, and under 20 boys and girls, and will be vying for the individual top scoring awards in each division. There will be team divisional winners as well. More details in today's Guardian Sports section. And as expected and predicted, the women's NCAA championship game drew a bigger television audience than the men's title game for the first time ever, with an average of 18.9 million viewers watching undefeated South Carolina beat Iowa and superstar Caitlin Clark. That's according to the Nielsen ratings released Tuesday. The Sunday afternoon game on ABC and ESPN outdrew Monday's men's final between UConn and Purdue by 4 million. The Huskies' 75-60 victory averaged 14.82 million on TBS and TNT. The audience for the women's game, in which the Gamecocks won their 4th national title and denied Clark's Hawkeyes their first, peaked at 24.1 million during the final 15 minutes. It was the second most watched non-Olympic women's sporting event on U.S. television, trailing only the 2015 Women's World Cup final between the United States and Japan, which averaged 25.4 million on Fox. That also was on a Sunday and took place in prime time on the East Coast. The record for the most watched women's basketball game still belongs to the gold medal game of the 1996 Atlanta Olympics between the United States and Brazil, which averaged 19.5 million. South Carolina coach Don Staley played for that U.S. team. That's sports, and that's the overnight. Time for your first look at weather. Your first look at weather. We've got a moderate to strong wind with gusts to near gale force. That's going to begin tonight, bringing northeast and easterly sea swells and isolated showers going to take place throughout the country, while a broad high-pressure system will drift eastwards across the islands. So as a result of all of this, small craft operators should not venture far from port this morning and should make every effort to return to port by late afternoon due to expected strong to near gale force winds tonight through Thursday morning. Beachgoers are advised to exercise extreme caution due to the risk of moderate to large rip currents along all Atlantic exposures and northeast to easterly beaches. So for today, forecast for the northwest, central, and southeast Bahamas, the whole Bahamas. Look for partly cloudy to cloudy, breezy, and warm conditions with isolated showers, becoming cloudy, windy, and cool tonight. Small craft operators should not venture far from port again during the morning hours and should remain in port tonight. Winds east to southeast at 15 to 20 knots, increasing to 20 to 25 knots tonight in the northwest and central islands, and easterly at 15 to 20 knots, increasing to 20 to 25 knots tonight in the southeastern Bahamas. Winds gusting to near gale force tonight. Seas 6 to 8 feet today, increasing to 6 to 9 feet tonight in northeast and easterly swells. Temperature-wise, right now it's about 73 degrees, partly cloudy skies in Nassau. Look for highs getting up to around 81 Fahrenheit, 27 Celsius. Overnight lows tonight getting down to about 70 Fahrenheit, 21 Celsius. That's your first look at weather this morning. We'll have your extended outlook coming up after traffic in just a bit.
Wake up, it's a new day.
This is a special edition of Morning Blend, our 12th anniversary, Guardian Radio's 12th anniversary. We're going to be celebrating all day today. But when we come back, we'll be discussing the day's top stories before we get to partying. So stay tuned. We'll be back.
The signs are clear. It's time to pay less for your current mortgage by switching to Scotiabank. Enjoy lower interest rates and no payments up to 2 months when you switch to Scotiabank today. Plus, we'll even pay your switch costs. It's that easy. Ready to switch to Scotiabank? Call us today at 242-356-1697 or visit bs.scotiabank.com to switch your mortgage to become mortgage-free faster.
Wherever you're headed, the Custom Computers Know-How team is standing by to help guide you in the East and the West. We now have 2 convenient locations on Patton Street in Palmdale and our newest store in the Caves Village Shopping Plaza through the Blake Road entrance. Discover the latest products by top international brands and the knowledge you need to unleash tomorrow's technology today. Drop by Custom Computers out east or out west. We're open Saturdays from 10 till 4.
Here's to the go-getters, the early risers, and the late-night dreamers. You, the visionaries, painting futures in your mind, in your studio, your office, your sacred space. Here's to the adventurers, explorers of every realm. To you, the innovators, turning the cogs of progress. In a world where connection is a lifeline, a pathway to possibilities. Alive is the perfect connection for everyone, every lifestyle. Every day.
Visit BeAlive.com today.
The signs are clear. It's time to pay less for your current mortgage by switching to Scotiabank. Enjoy lower interest rates and no payments up to 2 months when you switch to Scotiabank today. Plus, we'll even pay your switch costs. It's that easy. Ready to switch to Scotiabank? Call us today at 242-356-1697 or visit bs.scotiabank.com to switch your mortgage to become mortgage-free faster.
Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. It's the start of a new way. You know that it's the start of the end of the old way. Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day. Wake
Welcome back to Morning Blend here on Guardian Radio 96.9. Dwight Strachan with you on this Wednesday morning, Wednesday, April 10th. April 10th, 2024. 12 years ago, you heard me say those words for the first time. Morning Blend on Guardian Radio. Good morning. 12 whole years.
Wow.
And here we are.
And here we
Significant.
are. Yeah.
You know those voices. That's Chester Robards. Duquesa Dean is
Good
here.
morning. Good
We're
morning.
expecting DeAndre Cartwright to be here. Laverne Gardner is going to join us remotely.
Okay.
So here's the deal. I know everyone was hoping that you'd be here for the anniversary.
Yeah.
But her wedding anniversary was yesterday.
Yesterday.
30 years. I don't know.
wow.
As far as I know, Laverne's 32, so I don't understand how she could 30 years.
Yeah.
So we
Congratulations,
should have been in Grand Bahama.
Laverne.
She's not even in Grand Bahama.
there.
She's not even in Grand Bahama.
Yeah.
So she was there, and we were considering flying. We can't fly her out Tuesday night away from on the anniversary night. No. So like, you know what? Next time.
Yeah. Congratulations,
Yeah.
Laverne.
Yes, congratulations,
Congratulations.
Laverne and Leandre, also known as Mark, her husband.
They must be somewhere nice.
Yeah. So she'll be joining us in the 8 o'clock hour.
Okay, cool.
So happy anniversary to her. All right. So and we're going to be celebrating a lot this morning, but we do have to continue with the show. Just so you know, though, we have a lot to look forward to coming up. We have the Royal Bahamas Police pop band, and they're often on the show. They're good friends of ours. But we aimed big this year. We said, what about the marching band? Since we're going to go outside, most of the show's going to be outside today. And they're like, why not both? I'm like,
All right.
huh?
That's it.
Can we do that?
Wow.
And they said, not really, but for Guardian Radio, we will.
Okay.
All
So the
right.
Royal Bahamas Police Force want to thank Commissioner Clayton Fernander,
Yes.
everybody, Saladin Adderley. They're going to be here with us this morning. We got a little
Wow.
taste from Corey
Yes.
Heald yesterday
Yes.
on what to expect. So we're looking forward to that. And lots of treats and goodies throughout the day here. So it's going to be a celebration for everybody. We couldn't celebrate too much 2 years ago for our 10th anniversary. We're just coming off the pandemic there,
Right.
but so maybe we'll make up for
Yeah,
that.
we'll make up for it this morning.
Anyway, so that's all ahead. But let's talk about what else is in the news. Already some pretty cool messages coming on the text line. Should we read these now, or because they'll get lost in the shuffle maybe a little bit later? Let me read these now before we get into the news. So this person says here, happy 12th anniversary. I listen every morning, and I love the way you conduct the show. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. That's very cool. Congratulations to Guardian Radio and especially Morning Blend with Dwight Strachan and all his co-hosts. I've been listening and messaging you for 12 years. This is my favorite morning station for fresh news and smart talk all day. Continue doing what you all do best. And happy 12th anniversary to Guardian Radio. Oh, man.
Thank you.
12
cool.
years, wow.
Congrats on your 12th anniversary. I was listening from the day you guys started on April 10th, 2012, and I'm still listening. You guys are the best, bar none. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
yeah.
You have been here 12 years, and
That's
they've
frightening.
been around 12. That's ain't frightening.
So it's a big year. We celebrate 3,000 just
Yeah.
last
Yeah,
month.
yeah.
Yes.
Last month.
And 12th anniversary now. And so look at that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get into all that stuff a little bit later in the show. But let's get into the news. So the big headline in the National Guardian, no government ploy to take over Grand Bahama, or the GBPA. Mitchell says Prime Minister seeking to avoid public acrimony with the port. So this is the closest we've come to understanding what is likely to happen here. Take a listen to this. So, Tanika Thompson writing about this today. The Davis administration's fight with the Grand Bahama Port Authority is not part of a ploy by the government to take over the entity, but is simply an effort to improve the lives of Grand Bahama residents, according to PLP Chairman Fred Mitchell. Mitchell said investors have walked away from Grand Bahama due to the difficult red tape laid out by the GBPA. I mean,
Okay, so
We got pause there.
this don't bite your tongue stuff has been happening since.
For 12 years.
Well, I mean,
No, how long you been
since they started talking about
from
this.
Freeport was created.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
But okay, well, I mean, they would know about difficult red tape.
That's my point.
So
right.
if they're saying, if the government of the Bahamas is saying that the red tape in Freeport is difficult,
Well, they made a statement
Holy crap!
earlier this week, and I was like, huh?
Yeah.
You talking to yourself?
They know it.
Yeah.
They're the experts. So, boy, it must be bad. Anyway, he appealed to Bahamians, this is Mitchell, across the political divide to get on board with the idea that Freeport needs to become a Bahamianized city. Now, slam the brakes right here.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Now, you're talking my language, but also not what type of Bahamianized city? Because it really does not need to be a company city owned by a family. That makes no sense. Not the second largest city in the country. I could see you start in some little frontier town and you start off the first few years like that. But you got to hand it over to the people eventually, right? And that was what was supposed to happen with Freeport. And here we are much more than 50 years after the founding of the city and still run by families, which is, even in the old west of the United States, would have been creepy. Creepy. Thousands of people living in the city. But anyway, again, we've been asking, is this the plan to buy it out and then turn it into a municipal entity?
You mean
Where-
like local government?
Real local government, the people don't like that term apparently, municipal government, where all these positions that are currently within the GBPA are elected positions, where you would vote for council members and a mayor. And if they don't do what they're supposed to do when the next mayoral city, whatever election comes around, you kick them out. Or if they mess up, you recall them. Is that what we're heading toward? Because that would be excellent. But that's not what anybody has said other than Bahamianized city.
Yeah. It's just going to be more of the status quo. It's exactly how every other, what would be different?
Because if this were to become under the purview of the Ministry of Grand Bahama, well, then just sink the whole place right now.
What would be different, though? What would be different?
If what? If it were...
No, I mean, like, the way that we currently run
Oh, no.
our country.
No, can't.
What is it that would make it different for Freeport if this
It
happens?
could
Like,
possibly happen.
yeah, okay.
No, that would... Do you see how Nassau is? Everybody who
But
lives,
it's the
and
same-
Laverne, hopefully Laverne will add some, as she is a Freeport resident, will add some color complexity to this so that we can understand, right? Things get done there, services, they may not have projects, and but when you need things done, somebody does it.
Right.
That's not the case in any part of New Providence unless you are within a gated community and the HOA or whatever can handle it. If you're waiting on the government, you will be waiting a while. You might need to make a video to make things happen. So anyway, let's continue. Let's see if we get any more clarity in this. So during an interview with ZNS Northern Service, Mitchell was asked to respond to critics who think the government's actions are part of a ploy to get control of the GBPA. Mitchell said, quote, "No, that is not the case. It's just trying to improve the economic lot of the people of Freeport and the island of Grand Bahama. This is our second largest city. It's too big to fail. It cannot be allowed to fail. It is built for 250,000 people. The last census shows that since the census in 2010, the city and island lost 5,000 people. So the city is in decline. So the question is, how do we reverse that with all the resources you have there?" So we know the backstory of what's happening here, but let's get to more of what Mitchell said. Some critics have said the fight and an expected drawn-out legal battle could have a negative impact on investor confidence on the island. Mitchell brushed off this suggestion. He said, one of the things that has come to us from anecdotal evidence is that many of the investors who come to Grand Bahama have a problem. And the problem is having to deal with two entities. The Grand Bahama Port Authority and the Bahamas government, both of which are regulators of the city. The argument is that the model of 1955 is now outdated and needs to be replaced by a single shop.
There you go.
Oh boy. Which is the government of the Bahamas. Okay, stop right there. Now you did it.
Hold on
There you
now.
go.
No.
I don't know why you had a different expectation.
No, because I
though,
thought
Dwight.
we had sense. No.
No, why would
The
you have a
central
different-
government of the Bahamas?
That's not what he said.
Well, is that what he means? That's the only thing we have now. The central
That's it.
government of the
So-
Bahamas.
Why would it
Now,
be different?
I'm not buying that. The problem is the two aren't on the same page,
Page.
right? Because all of these investors are from places where they know they have a city to deal
Right.
with, they have a county to deal with,
Right.
they have a state to deal with,
Right.
and they have a country to deal
Right.
with, right?
Right.
Everywhere. And the names might not be the same. They might call it something else, but those four will be there. So don't give us that.
And they may be being disingenuous by not saying how much they are to blame in some of this investor
Maybe
problem.
Yeah.
they may be being okay.
So, I mean, because to be fair, everybody's taking credit for the $2.2 billion worth of investments that's now happening in Freeport and moving forward.
Everybody and their ma.
Exactly. So, what are you saying about that?
Yeah.
Well, Mitchell goes on to say the difficulty then they often find is jumping through hoops to get past the stage to get to the Bahamas government. People have said that some of the requests have been difficult and it causes them to flee wanting to invest in the city. Mitchell said the Prime Minister does not want public acrimony with the GBPA, but accused it of releasing details to the press regarding discussions. He said, quote, "We did not expect that the Port Authority would be associated with taking the details of this demand to the public. This is a legal process. It's leading ultimately to arbitration. But the next thing we knew, this stuff was in the public domain, in the newspapers, in the Tribune in detail." Wait now.
What did
Rich,
you-
who was the first to say these things?
I am so confused.
And then they're talking about the amount, the leaked.
the amount.
Yeah. What happened last week, right?
Right.
Yeah, but who was the first to say things that things have to change? This is not working. Things have to change.
And why don't they?
It's
have
been
right
the
to
Prime
share
Minister and
information?
Mitchell
Right.
who put it out
That's
there.
true.
Correct.
Yeah.
They didn't keep
But
that
also
between themselves.
But also, why wouldn't that
Yeah,
information
like
be public?
why wouldn't that be public
well, we know
knowledge?
this
Like
is-
why? What is the issue with sharing that
this
information?
is the MO of this administration
No.
to not talk, not speak in the press, not to reveal information to the public.
blame them for putting it out there, making sure that everyone is aware of. Like,
This is the same person who says they don't really have time, I'm paraphrasing, for freedom of information, right?
Right.
Remember? So, yeah, they would be shocked, I'm sure. So he also says the government had no choice, the Prime Minister had no choice but to then go to the stakeholders and explain what is the government's position. He's seeking at all times to avoid any public acrimony over this, but clearly it seems that the other side has decided public acrimony is the way to dissuade the government from a sensible and reasonable policy with regard to how to improve the fortunes of Freeport and Grand Bahama. Mitchell said some of the services the government is seeking to be reimbursed for are payments associated with providing police, customs, and immigration officers to the island.
I guess that's a part of the agreement. Maybe it's in the agreement.
How old are these bills?
Yeah, maybe it's in the agreement that would happen. Maybe, possibly.
Is it a special time?
Why would that be in the? I mean, maybe it is. It probably
yeah, maybe
is, but
it's
that
in the
really is very
agreement.
silly.
Right? Because it's a Bahamian, and it's partial with the government. So maybe they have a split share. Maybe we need to they have a split share on expenses that run the
But
island.
this
maybe?
this 300 doesn't go back very far, does it? There was a date on it. It
I
was
think
like
they said 5 years or something.
Yeah, since 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Still a lot
Police,
of money.
customs, and immigration officers to the island, education outlays, and other expenses required for the upkeep of the city.
Oh.
Okay, the police, customs, immigration part, that's weird. He said it's curious that the GBPA would go public with the fight instead of having its lawyers look at the law and negotiate what it is owed instead of claiming the amount is zero. He said, quote, they signed a deal in 1955 that they would reimburse the government for the services provided by the government to the city. It's not complicated. Either that is a provision in the act or it's not. Next question is, if it is, and it is, what is the amount owed? The government has provided an invoice. You either say this is what it looks like, but we know it can't be zero. The government is seeking to be reimbursed under Section 1.5 of the Hawksbill Creek Agreement, which specifies that costs borne by the government for certain activities and services provided are to be reimbursed by the GBPA for amounts in excess of customs duties and emergency taxes collected. I mean, I find it amazing that police, customs, and immigration be part of that, but okay.
But in the city.
It said the island too. Well, he said the island too, so I don't know what that part is.
But I just wonder, how long does it take to rack up a $300 million bill?
And that's weird. What if they decide, okay, we're going to create our own Freeport police force, and we won't need y'all for this,
and that would be an issue.
Just
That was
police
probably never.
outside the city.
Right.
Well, they didn't know they were going to have to get it. I don't know. Okay, that's weird. That's a weird thing to agree to back then. But, I don't know, but things were weird in the 50s around here.
But how long does it take to rack up $300 million? Why was it allowed to run to the place that it gets to this amount? Now, they say that's the last 5 years. So when was the last time the government actually collected from the Grand Bahama Port Authority?
You see, if it is for police and customs and immigration, as the port said in a statement, no government has ever tried to get money for that. I can see there being like, wait, y'all really want us to pay you for you all putting your police force on a Bahamian island?
Hey, it's in black and white.
They thought.
The contract is the contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's hear from you folks. What do you
See why you don't?
Okay,
See why you
so I don't know
go into
if,
business
like-
with your friends.
Well, you know, like if you, and if I say this wrong, I know someone will correct me. Like even if you're in a union position and you do something consistently, and it's not corrected, and it becomes like a regular course of action or whatever, it's kind of like, okay, this is what the thing is. I probably didn't explain that right, and somebody can correct me. So that's probably what happened.
Right. Yeah.
Like they probably just, okay, well, this never happened, blah, blah, blah. So this is really not a thing. What is that called? Like whatever that's called. Okay, well, this is just the norm now that we don't pay.
Right. Yeah.
This is like this. Okay, this is just anyway. Somebody knows. What I'm
Somebody
talking
say.
about, 'cause I
Somebody say. Don't worry about that.
don't- Right. Don't worry about that.
For
20 years. 30 years.
30, 50 years.
No, 45. No, I'm being serious.
I mean, yeah, me too.
Right?
I
So
mean, that must be
maybe
it,
it's just like, okay, well, this is just what the norm is. Like, you know, this is, so because this is what is standardized, this
wait,
is
we
what
ain't
we're
never
gonna
had to
do.
pay this
Right.
before.
So, yeah, it's very interesting. What?
I'm getting a message. We got to confirm this, but that explains a lot. And I tell you, the police thing, this is weird.
Okay.
That's weird, and that's probably the root of why this is going to be challenged, and it is shocking. Customs, immigration, and
Right.
police.
Right.
Services
I could
that
see you
offer
talking about
every
education.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I could see
Yeah.
that. And other things to upkeep the city.
Right.
Yeah, but police?
Yeah.
Because we don't need your police if we have to pay for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come from around here.
Yeah.
Right?
Keep them on
And
the
then
outside.
what? And then what?
Well, yeah, what you going to do now?
Right, and then what?
We got our own police force out here. There's a whole
Yeah.
country within a country.
Ain't no
Correct.
Is that what you
ain't no
want?
jurisdiction in here.
Right.
Why are we paying you to put your people in here?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's weird. But we got to get more clarification on this, and we got to go back and look at
Yeah.
the Hawksbill Creek Agreement. All right, let's take these calls. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Tweet us, Facebook us, text us, 422-4796. Okay, well, this is making sense now. So, yeah, this is a texter from Grand Bahama saying, yeah, this was part of that bend or break speech. It really was functioning like a country within a country. They had another name. They had their own police. It wasn't called police before independence, and this led to that speech. Bahams literally had to leave Freeport before dark, and they had a customs gate, and that was preserved and meant to keep Bahamians out at night.
Oh,
You
okay.
remember that part? Yeah, I remember hearing about that
I
part.
don't know.
But then you see that. Interesting. Let's take this call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Dwight, and good morning, Chester. Good morning.
Good morning.
DeQuest is here too.
DeQuesta. Yeah, Dwight, I was trying to get some sense of this myself, and yesterday, after listening to Sarah and Darren on Naughty's show, I got a little bit more understanding. Apparently, according to Sarah, the the government was supposed to provide any shortfall in revenue for the accommodation of these so said people, right? Civil servants, right? But right now, according to them, that the government, the Grand Bahama, pays some $200 million in taxes, right? Which is more than enough to cover the expenses of the government. But the government now is seeking an additional, and this is my interpretation, that an additional $71 million a year for the expenses of providing this service, in addition to the taxes which the port collects for the government right now. So that is how they arrived, in my interpretation of this $557 million over a 5-year period, right? But to me, I don't know what. I don't see how the government expects to get the taxes. Okay, they are paying the government, collecting for the government over $200 million a year, and the government now wants them to pay for all the civil servants that I mean, something is wrong with that. All right, and so I just hope that the government I mean, I don't know what is going to be the end result, but I think that the government is just looking for money to pay for its shortfall in revenue and to make up for some of these promises that it made to the people of Freeport.
No doubt about that.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You know, I don't know.
Awful control.
The money part, that doesn't bother me as much as
just full control.
the functioning of this city. And both of these are not the answer for the future of Freeport and Grand Bahama. Not the central government, not the Port Authority in its current form. It cannot be a company run by a family or families. This is insane. Right? Both are wrong. Both. Let's take this call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, happy, what you call that, out of way 3, to you, Dwight, and the team at Guardian FM. Guardian
yes,
FM.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We appreciate it.
I guess I could say it's a part of that team, do I?
I think you have called every day for 12 years almost.
Yes, almost. Yes.
Yeah.
But Dwight, and the Cresta and Chester, what we continue to see in this country is the government trying to find ways to control everything, right? Because at the end of the day, right, we have no city in the Bahamas, right, that we could be proud of, led by our Bahamas government, right? We have no city to be proud of, right? So for our politician to suggest that, the Grand Bahama needs to become a Bahamian city, that stand my head up, because they're trying to figure out what type of city is a Bahamian city. A dilapidated one, a rundown one, a one that doesn't function, where the weed and the garbage is all. What type of city he is referring to, right? Because this government, it still appears to me that they are only interested in collecting monies, and there's nothing wrong with that. But just tell us what is the purpose of this money, right? Where is this money is going to go? I'm still concerned about that, because I cannot trust this administration, because there's nothing wrong with collecting money. But please give us some description on where this money is going to land, man. And it can't be landing in the normal place, because the normal place is not benefiting Bahamians. So please, sirs, tell us where exactly you plan, in the event that these people give you all these funds, what are you going to do with it, right? Because Carmichael Road need paving, man, So y'all have a nice day, man.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's take this call. Then we've got a lot of text messages coming in. Good morning. You're on the air. Hi, good morning. Are you there? Call us back, 242-300-5720. And that's the toll-free line. And let's see, this is hopefully Grand Bahama. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, Dwight, how you doing?
Doing well.
Congratulations on your 12 years.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
My goal is to outlast you, so I don't know how much longer we got.
You probably will.
Congratulations.
You've been a voice on talk shows for how many decades now?
Yes, right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Absolutely. But I've said Guardian Radio brought a whole new dimension of talking news all day, and then it integrated other than random subjects that is run by the House, it integrated an organized system of addressing issues that appear in the news and other places. So I thank you so much for that, and I thank you for allowing me to be a voice over your 12 years.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Seattle.
But on Grand Bahama, the previous caller made a point. The Grand Bahama Port Authority is supposed to make up for the deficiencies in revenues to support the government infrastructure in the city of Freeport. The problem that we may have, and this is when I joined the opposition in calling for the release of the report for better understanding for those of us in the city of Freeport that do business and live here, is that the government complete operations for the island of Grand Bahama resides in the city of Freeport. Customs, immigration, police, fire, hospital, and a lot of different things.
Wild.
There was some forgiveness or some cooperation in that during the extension. I don't think the Oxygen Agreement was never extended. The delayed implementation agreement of certain tax concessions that expired in 1990, that was granted in 1993 until 2015. Then again, through some memorandum of understanding through the previous PLP administration in 2016. The government is asking for the last 5 years, supposedly this $350 million, is the deficiencies over a 5-year period ending in 2022. It doesn't include 2023, and I guess the calendar year for 2024 doesn't end until July. The issue would be for a certain level of accountability. Some schools built, some other buildings was built, but one of the things that it add, and I guess we'll have to have a show on this, add so much complexity, because let's use an example. The government, the Port Authority, could, let's imagine that they paid the $300 million, there's no reason to change anything else. They could actually begin to build schools in Grand Bahama. Guess what happens? It doesn't say that the schools have to be free. So much in this dynamics that a lot of people may not know concerning, what is happening. Because there's a certain requirements of like meeting, initially when the hospital clinic was supposed to be built, it was supposed to accommodate 4 beds, and then adjust accordingly based on the population growth. There's a whole lot of things that a lot of people don't know about this agreement. But right, the most important thing, and you've been preaching this for a while, is that it calls for a form of municipal governance to take effect, where government does not have the control that it exercises now over the development of Freeport. You were supposed to be transferred to the licensees and then eventually into an open type forum. But it also gives them the ability of self-taxation, which is formally a form of what happens already now with the Port Authority using it to support the infrastructure through these licensing fees and these service fees to homes and stuff. But I don't want to take up your show because I know it's your celebration, but imagine this, that I have a development in Grand Bahama, let's call it where I live in Bohemia. Bohemia decides that it wants to build its own school. Bohemia could take the few thousand homes in there in Bohemia and assess a tax of $10,000 per home, raise maybe $50 million or whatever to build its own school. And guess what? It can build its own school by self-taxing those homeowners. Then those homeowners could put a restriction that for your children to attend the school, they must either own or rent in the Bohemia area. And you can do the same thing for your own fire station, your own police station. But you could actually develop the city, the roads, and everything else, because even after you've met the government requirement, the residents themselves decide at the level of taxes they want to pay, commensurate with the level of services that they would get. It would change the total dynamics. But the biggest problem is the Hogsy Creek Agreement implies that anything granted to Bahamians in Freeport, notice the word there, the word Bahamians, anything that applies to Bahamians in Freeport must apply to Bahamians everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So you would need land reform in Freeport. Land reform would then happen automatically. You would, if you give local government in the truest sense, which was part of that in 2003, the local government we get was part of fulfilling this part of this agreement that allowed them to delay the implementation of the taxes. So that brings another complexity into that we may not talk about. And so what happens, though, is like you would get the type of local government that the white paper that the government, that the former minister, I think Randall Wells, says that what would we do?
Mm-hmm. What the MPs do.
That it would bring that into effect, and MPs would simply go to Parliament to create legislation, policies, programs, procedures, whatever, instead of trying to run these ministries and doing what they're currently doing. It transforms the Bahamas if we would have a true conversation of the intent of not just the Hockley Creek Agreement, but what it was meant to bring about.
Somebody's scared of that. Somebody. Who is it?
No, right? I've said for the whole 12 years being there, fix Freeport, you will never recognize the Bahamas in a decade or two.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Everybody likes it like
Of
this.
course.
This web, this
Who
convoluted.
benefits?
Quagmire of web.
Somebody loves it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's working.
Who's benefiting?
What percentage you think? 5%? 10%?
Benefiting?
Yeah. Or is it
3.
smaller?
Yeah,
3%.
Oh,
maybe, yeah.
I've gone to 3%.
And yet they have the 90-something% spewing out their garbage saying that it will never work, right? I've got people calling shows to say it's not going to work, but it works everywhere else in the world. This is the one magical country on the entire planet where that wouldn't work. Okay.
We like to say things ain't gonna work, like automatically without anything.
Not even on the
that wouldn't work.
information.
And they bring up corruption. The people do corrupt. Like, oh, okay. So you are the problem. Caller, good morning. You're on the air.
Uncle Tom, Dwight Strachan, the people listening.
This guy again. I know you had to get in, Dave, for 12 years. That's your PLP person there. I hope you hear him. This is who you all represent. This is what you are. Control him. We've banned him because he's a psycho. That because we're calling for better for the country, and Uncle Tom is what he says. If he doesn't represent your party, silence him. Thank you for calling on the 12th anniversary, Dave. I know you miss us. But you can go back to jams now. All right, let's get to the...
Spark, you need a support group.
And we're not trying to, be like a king or a prime minister to tell people you're not welcome here. But you know what you've done.
Yeah.
Right? You've made threats. You've said horrible things to people. And we're not going to tolerate that. So we're not, and I hear all of you calling other shows to say, "Oh, please lift the ban on these people." No, we are about to take these matters to the police. How serious they are.
Foolishness.
This wasn't done out of because we're trying to be like we got our heads are swollen or something. No, perceived death threats. So this is a serious matter. But anyway. I think that was proof why certain people are banned, right? And that kind of stuff there. So, yeah. Happy anniversary to my 12 years addiction. Thank you for keeping us reliably informed over the years. Keep up the excellent work. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. Happy 12 years to Morning Blend. Christmas every weekday. What? I wish I could say that.
The waking up early part, sure.
That's beautiful. That's nice. Thank you so much. Congratulations on your anniversary. Thanks for raising the level of news and talk shows in the Bahamas. I've been a listener from you all started. Congrats again. Thank you. This is about Freeport. You've been to Freeport. You see the difference between Freeport and what the government manages. Look at Pinder's Point, trash. 8 Mile Rock, trash. That's a bit harsh, eh? Anyway, East End, trash. We don't need the government to come and make Freeport trash. Everything their hands touch becomes trash. Look at Nassau. They don't treat it right, so tell Fred and Brave to stop their poop. That's the actual word there. These guys just looking for money to travel. What now? What they want the money for. Okay, it's getting... But interesting points there. There was one saying that what we're talking about is treason, so I'm going to find that text. They're saying Got to find it. Where did it go? I'll find it. It was like, because you got to support the government wholesale. Play Tony for your anniversary today. Absolutely. You know we will. This person says here, congratulations, Guardian Radio. Keep up the good work. Ask Mr. Mitchell, has he ever visited Toronto, a modern city with municipal government? There is nothing like that in the Bahamas. All over the world. All
And it works.
over the world. You got that in countries on every continent. Everywhere. Smaller countries in the Bahamas. You shouldn't need the central government involved in everything. Allow the people of the city to manage their affairs. The big things, yes, absolutely. But not the minutia. And then this is what we're trying to do here. Why do you need to be involved in whether this shop opens here? And even this little small boutique hotel, do you really need to be involved in that? Can't the city managers deal with this?
Yeah.
If it's a mega resort,
Yes.
okay. Right? Perhaps. I don't even know for sure. But really?
That would also cut down on the traveling.
Well.
And
Among other
some people
things.
can't give that up. I mean, really, it's...
But it takes away a lot of control.
But that's what I mean.
And
that's the thing, right?
That's an important thing for them, I suspect, because they are the ultimate decision makers. And what they say goes.
But even at the tiniest level, you could understand why people in power want to feel powerful.
I think that
in these situations.
I mean, in certain situations, however, it's more, for me, it's more of an ego thing. It's I got this, I got to go to my MP for everything. The MP is the decision maker, or I can speak to so-and-so, and it's so much a who you know situation. Right? You'll go somewhere and don't have access and go to that person who, like your minister of somebody, and the next thing you know, a decision that was made is reversed because they say so and not really based on any facts. So it will also help to clean up a lot of the crap that's happening throughout, the entire country.
Now, don't get it wrong. I mean, there's major corruption at the mayoral level often, and county levels. But you deal with it, right? You don't have a mayor who will not be answerable to people. The council has to be strong, and they have to deal with the mayor, right? You need to vet people.
Correct.
You need to vote for the right person, and the difference will be, unlike what we see with the system we have here. Where often the best person in your constituency doesn't win because of the party they're in and who the leader of that party is, and you don't want that person to be the prime minister, so you vote against the best candidate to be the MP.
Right.
It wouldn't be like that here, right? Because you are voting for the person who's going to be making the decisions. It will not impact who will become the prime minister or president, whatever it is, and so that should change. You have to put in place all the measures that will protect against corruption.
Correct.
And you have to have
And it will
ombudsman. You need to
also
have
give
all kinds of
opportunity.
independent bodies making sure that the council and the mayor do
are
what they're
running
supposed
right.
to do.
Correct. And it gives the opportunity to, we keep saying that Bahamians aren't coming home, they aren't returning home, or they're Bahamians that are stuck in jobs, and because of tradition of, you got to be on a job 50 years before, or someone have to die for you to get it helps to promote opportunity for more people.
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
well.
All right, let's take a few more calls before we are heading outside to begin our anniversary celebrations. Caller, good morning. You're on the air. Are you there? No, let's take this call. Good morning, caller. You're on the air. Okay, you got these people holding on too long. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, guys. How are you all this
Doing
morning?
well. Good morning.
Morning.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Let me ask a question, Dwight. If you sign an agreement with a bank to get a loan to purchase a house, and your lawyer and yourself read the agreement and you agree on the agreement that you read, aren't you responsible for what's in the agreement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Do you know that part of the port agreement was to take your hospitals, airports, government workers' salaries, all of that? You know that was part of the agreement also? You didn't know that, right?
Government workers?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, you could go do your research. Also, I don't think the Haywoods and the St. George's kids had their lawyers explain to them, I mean, in the upcoming about the agreement and in the details of the agreement, because I don't think it should be a resistance if those details that Mr. Mitchell and those are speaking about is a part of the agreement. Because once you sign an agreement, you agreed on the agreement, you should live up to the agreement, right or wrong.
Hey, yeah, no argument.
And back to municipal government now. For the last 20 years, I've been watching, because I lived in Florida, I've been watching governors, but mayors and stuff go to jail in America.
That's wonderful, isn't it?
Right.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's the way to go. But like I'm saying, it's just like any other governments. But it's time now for the Bahamas to now let's modernize ourselves a little better. But in the meantime, I think those kids need to read that agreement a little, have the lawyers explain the agreement to them a little better so they can understand what their obligations are. Thank you, man.
Well, again, this needs to come to an end somehow, some way. This is madness. The word kids should not be ever used in the running of a city. You don't want to hear that. Unless you are elected by the people of the city and you just happen to be the kid of one of the former founders or mayors. But otherwise, One final call. We got a good morning. You're on the air.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Good. Good morning, Chester.
Good morning.
I think I heard you saying Professor.
Good morning.
And Carter.
He's on our way. We're going to be joined by them in their 8 o'clock hour.
Okay, and good morning to our special friend who you still need to bring in for the Grand Bahama.
She'll be joining us soon.
Happy anniversary, and I hope that you and your husband are having a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of the week. May God continue to bless you all in your union. Now, getting on to this matter of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, Dwight, I just want to take my hat off to congratulate the Prime Minister Davis and his cabinet on seeking to ensure that the Grand Bahama Port Authority fulfills more of its mandate and its responsibility to Bahamians residing on Grand Bahama.
Let me ask you, because we don't need you to repeat a lot of the things you've been saying on all the shows every day for the past few days. But I want to ask you this: you speak PLP very fluently. What does Freeport needs to become a Bahamianized city mean? Can you understand that?
Yeah, fluently. Right? Anyway, look, if it were up to me, and it's not, which is why I encourage the Prime Minister, I would pursue at all costs all of the outstanding revenue that is due to the government of the Bahamas. At the end of the day, the payroll of the government of the Bahamas due to salaries is tied up to a great extent.
Wait, are you not going to answer the question?
I'm answering you.
Okay.
I'm getting.
We've got to go to the news in a second.
I'm getting to your point. And if the government is able to collect the revenue that is outstanding to it, then the government will be able to do more things, invest, create a better environment, provide more opportunities for Bahamians living on Grand Bahama. And so we would find, if the government has the revenue to invest, we would find that a lot more opportunities could be created for Bahamians in particular on Grand Bahama by its government. I don't think you're going to find that opportunity by coming to us as Bahamians by any foreign direct investor, because when they come to the country, their investment is for them and their investors, not Bahamians. The only persons who are going to do that for Bahamians in the Bahamas is the government of the Bahamas. And if the government of the Bahamas has a shortfall in revenue because it is taking the taxpayer dollars and putting the expenses of a private company, we should all have a serious problem with that. And anyone who doesn't join the government in seeking to right-size and collect its revenue that we are currently putting the bill for, then something has to be wrong with that person's mind and their thinking, and it needs to be examined. And so kudos, I end by saying kudos again to the Prime Minister. I look forward to all the opportunities once this matter has been settled, all the new opportunities that the government of the Bahamas will provide for Bahamians
We got to go to the
become more
news.
empowered.
You didn't answer the question, but we got so much more to say on that. Oh boy. Anyway, we got to go to the news. This on the other side for the celebration.
Tomorrow will come and girl, I can't wait. It's our anniversary. Anniversary. The first thing I'll do is run straight to you. It's our anniversary. Anniversary. It's our anniversary. It's our anniversary. Anniversary. It's our anniversary. It's our anniversary. For you and me. And I've only made plans to hold your little hand. It's our anniversary. Anniversary. The pleasure's all mine 'cause we have seen good times. It's our anniversary. Anniversary. Victoria won't be no secret at the end of the day. It's our anniversary. Anniversary. A small cup of tea that you can
9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
RBC.
is a bit for all of you.
Are you buying a home, renovating, or exploring mortgage options? With cash back and up to 90% financing, we'll find the perfect mortgage for you. Pre-qualify in just 60 seconds and get connected with a mortgage specialist today. Visit rbc.com/mortgages/all of you. RBC. Conditions apply.
Welcome back to Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. We are streaming live on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app for smart devices. We're also on your televisions on Cable Bahamas Channel 969 and BTC Flow Channel 612. You can tweet us at Morning Blend 969 or Facebook.com/Morning Blend 969. Text us on the Guardian Radio text line powered by BTC 422-4796. Standard text rate supply. And now at 8:24, it is time for another check of your weather for today. Brought to you by Sherwin-Williams Paints. Sherwin-Williams Paints has got you covered for all of your painting and equipment needs. Visit Sherwin-Williams Paints online or in store today. And in your weather for today, we've got a lot going on. We've got moderate to strong winds with gusts to near gale force today into tonight. Northeast and easterlies throughout the country, while a broad high-pressure system will drift eastwards across the islands. So as a result, we've got a number of warnings. Small craft operators should not venture far from port and should make every effort to return to the port by late afternoon due to expected strong to near gale force winds tonight through Thursday morning. Beachgoers are to exercise extreme caution due to the risk of rip currents, large rip currents along Atlantic exposures and northeast to easterly beaches. So for today, for the Bahamas, look for partly cloudy to cloudy, breezy, and warm conditions with isolated showers, becoming cloudy, windy, and cool tonight. Small craft operators should not venture far from port, as we said, during the morning hours and should remain in port tonight. Temperatures today, highs getting up to around 81 Fahrenheit, 27 Celsius. Overnight lows getting down to about 70 Fahrenheit, 21 Celsius. In your extended outlook, strong winds with gusts to near gale force expected to cease by late Thursday morning. except in the extreme northwest Bahamas, where they will continue ahead of the front through Friday morning. The high pressure will continue trekking eastward to moderate after the front passes. Sea swells will diminish except for along Atlantic exposure. So for Thursday, tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy, windy and warm with isolated showers. Cloudy and mild at night, cloudy and overcast with increasing showers across extreme northwest Bahamas by Thursday night. Friday, cloudy and windy with widely scattered showers ahead and along the front, becoming partly sunny and mild after the front passes in the northwest Bahamas. Variably cloudy, warm and breezy in the central and southeast Bahamas. That's your morning blend weather check. Also brought to you by Easy Car Sales. Stuck in traffic, wasting expensive gas? Well, Easy Car Sales invites you to take a test drive in an electric vehicle today. Empower yourself. Test drive an EV today. Zero emissions, maximum excitement. Visit easy242.com and find out how you can turn your daily commute into a joyride. At 8:27, time for a check of traffic brought to you by RBC, a bank for all of you. This is happening right now. We're seeing heavy traffic in the usual hotspots, Mile Butler Highway from below the Fire Trail roundabout straight up to Tonic Williams Darling Highway. That's northbound, and even heading up to Dizzy as well, northbound and back to along JFK Drive, eastbound toward that roundabout. Then we've got Blue Hill Road, heavy traffic from Carmichael straight up to Independence Drive. That's northbound. Both directions on Independence Drive, east and westbound this morning. And congestion near East Street and Soldier, that intersection. And of course, Prince Charles Drive from Beatrice straight through to Robinson Road, west of Soldier. You're going to be seeing heavy traffic there on Robinson Road. Then we've got Eastern Road, Fox Hill, from east of Fox Hill to about Johns Road, heavy traffic there. Those are your hotspots right now. That's your real-time traffic and your morning blend traffic alert brought to you by RBC. Visit rbc.com/Caribbean/all of you for more information.
The Agri Expo 2024 takes place Friday, April 12th and Saturday, April 13th at 10 a.m. at the Gladstone Road Farmers Market. Bring the entire family for 2 days of food, farming, and fun with backyard farming and culinary demos, interactive farming workshops, a dynamic kiddie corner, and show your island pride with the Culinary Battle of the Islands. For more information, contact the Bahamas Ministry of Agriculture at 397-7400.
Agriculture is Bahamian culture. Doctors Hospital has reimagined primary care. We have invested to improve our health system, ensuring that accessible, affordable, world-class clinical care is closer to you. We understand that your relationship with a primary care provider shapes the foundation of your overall health. Our new modern primary care facilities are where critical diagnoses and true personalized treatment begins. With locations across New Providence, Grand Bahama, and Exuma, we invite you to experience the Doctors Hospital difference. Book your next appointment at clinics.doctorshosp.com.
Wherever you're headed, the Custom Computers Know-How team help guide you in the East and the West. We now have 2 convenient locations on Patton Street in Palmdale and our newest store in the Caves Village Shopping Plaza through the Blake Road entrance. Discover the latest products by top international brands and the knowledge you need to unleash tomorrow's technology today. Drop by Custom Computers out east or out west. We're open Saturdays from 10 till 4.
Attention ice cream lovers! Are you ready to elevate your springtime indulgence and taste of luxury with Haagen-Dazs? For a limited time only, treat yourself to the quality of Haagen-Dazs ice cream for just $8.99 per pint. Yes, you heard that right. Indulge in the finest flavors without breaking the bank. This exclusive offer is available at all Lickety Split and Super Value locations. Experience the premium quality of Haagen-Dazs at an unbeatable price. Spring has never tasted this good.
Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your gal. Come witness history in the making at the 2024 World Athletic Relays Chase the Sun, Paradise to Paris, happening here in Nassau, Bahamas. Hundreds of the best runners from more than 40 countries will compete for their place in the 2024 Paris Olympics, May 4th and 5th at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium. Get your tickets early at worldsrelaysbahamas24.org or at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium box office.
Maybe it's time to explore your options. There's no harm in reviewing your mortgage arrangement and considering a better deal. CIBC Caribbean can help you narrow your search and decide. Switch your mortgage to CIBC Caribbean and enjoy a special interest rate and help towards your switching cost. Visit CIBCFCIB.com/inspired home for more information. Conditions apply.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Oh, did I eat up all the food? Did I drink down all the rum sweet? We can scrape it dance all night long to the sounds of the ancient man. Now you done blow your candle, you done open all your gifts. We done sing a happy birthday and you done made your birthday wish. While my mind asking a question, Lord, I wonder who it will be. You give your first piece of birthday cake too. Oh Lord, my God, I pray that it's me. Oh, did I need all the food and did I drink on the rum sweet? We can scream it dance all night long to the sounds of the ancient man. Now you.
We are back here with Morning Blend on Guardian Radio 96.9. It's time to party, folks. We are celebrating our 12th anniversary for Guardian Radio and for Morning Blend. 12 years ago today, went on the air for the first time, the launch of this new all news, all talk station, the first ever for the country. And did we think it was going to be on 12 years later? I don't know. Dwight Strachan along with Duquesne Dean, Chester Robards, and Laverne Gardner is joining us remotely. Laverne? Good morning, Laverne. Are you there?
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, and happy anniversary to you too. That's why you're not here with us today, because you're celebrating your wedding anniversary. But that's important. That's big, I guess.
Yes, Dwight.
But congratulations
yes,
to you.
That is important.
Where exactly are you? Can you say?
Even though you seem to think it was not important as Guardian's 12th anniversary.
Turn around. All right, we've got a little bit of background noise. I missed that, but we're going to try to turn you up a bit. All right, so we're out here. We're celebrating. The police band, the pop band is setting up. They're going to be performing for us this morning. We're expecting the marching band to come through in about a half hour or so. So we're going to take over all Oaksfield. We're looking forward to it. But, we are, as we said, News Talk. Duquesne and Chester, you need to get out of your mics. But we are a news talk station. A big component of that is news. And, of course, the executive editor of the Nassau Guardian, Candia Dames, is out here with us this morning. Good morning. We don't get to talk to you too often, but
Good morning.
Great to have you with us this morning.
I'm more late nights than early morning.
Yeah, right.
Good morning.
But, hey, we've been providing a lot of what we've been talking about for 12 whole years here, and it's never a dull moment, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah, so of course you were here before we got started. Did you think News Talk could work, that there'd be an appetite for this?
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
that is why, of course, we launched Guardian Radio, and that is why Guardian Radio has done so well over these last dozen years.
dozen years. Can you believe the last 12 years?
Well, obviously, we've had a change in terms of our various talk show hosts. But I think that we've maintained the standard over the years, and that is what has been most important, to provide insightful commentary and analysis of the various national issues, and of course to have a little bit of fun and entertainment along the way. You keep us going in traffic. I listen in as I'm dropping off my 5-year-old in the mornings, and she knows the jingle, and she knows Dwight and everybody else. So it's great that the standard has been maintained.
So the kids, I don't know, they're going to prepare them for that. They're going to, like, what happened to the music? But anyway, yeah, it's been quite a ride. A lot of wonderful faces have come through.
It's been quite a ride. But as I said, I think that what has been important is that the standard has been maintained. We've seen a number of our bright stars move on to bigger or other things.
Other things. I don't know about bigger. Other things.
Other things. But we've also seen a number of our bright stars stay on with Guardian Radio, led by Dwight, Strachan, of course, our station manager. And so it's just been very exciting to watch the growth and development and the consistency and the stability of Guardian Radio, which of course operates in partnership with the Nassau Guardian and our various products. And so I'm just very excited to still be a part of the team as well.
And what has changed in terms of the Bahamas in the 12 years we've been on? Because we are talking about a few of the same things we were talking about in 2012 still. But what have you noticed? What stands out for you? I think we've been on, how many prime ministers have we had now since we've been on? 4?
So 12 years ago when Guardian Radio started, 2012, in April 2012, I think we launched right before the general election in 2012.
So Ingram was the prime minister when we started.
The Christie administration in 2012. The Guardian Radio went on air right before that general election.
Very exciting time.
And that was a very exciting time because I think we had Darrell Miller, we had Carlton Smith at that time as well.
He was the station manager at the time.
It was a very interesting time. And we've been on the front line of so much that has happened in this country. And we've seen administrations come, we've seen administrations go. We've been able to dissect what they've been doing. And it's not just been politically, of course. It's just been a number of other areas of our national life that we've been able to place the spotlight on here at Guardian Radio, whether it's been business through the business hour or what's been going on in terms of our education system, socially. Sadly, we've had some very low moments that we've had to highlight during this time. But we've been able to continue to tell the story of our national life on the pages of, and indeed on Guardian Radio and digitally and with everything else that we've been doing here at the Nassau Guardian.
Yeah, absolutely. I need a hat like what you're wearing there. You go,
this is from our hurricane gear that dates back many, many years. I mean, people ask me all the time, where'd you get the hat? Where'd you get the jacket? But this is for the crew that has been here for a very, very long time. The times when we've slept at the Nassau Guardian during hurricanes.
Oh yes,
and hopefully, hopefully we don't have to do that this year. But we love having the gear, and maybe we'll get some more for some of our newer members
set up a shop.
of the team.
Set up a Guardian Radio and Nassau Guardian merch store inside the lobby or something.
That's a great idea. But
Candia, thank you so much for being here. I know you need to get your rest before you get hard to work. But thank you for being here and being part of our celebrations today. So Guardian Radio is turning 12. Of course, Morning Blend was the first show on when we premiered, and so we're turning 12 too. And we've got some changes coming. We're launching our Morning Blend logo just to get one of those, but we're finally going to do it today.
How exciting is that?
On our Morning Blend cake. So you're going to see that in just a few minutes on our social media. So looking forward to that. Laverne, do we get you sorted out? Are you there?
Hi, I'm here.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. So we got a lot going on today. Let's get Paul Fernandez in here Special Projects Coordinator at, is that, you got your title right? Because it's a very complicated title all the time. At the NASA Guardian.
I'm only here for a few more minutes, almost 9 o'clock. I got to
Yeah,
go
you got to go to
inside.
work.
I have to say thank you to all the persons that assisted us, especially Wally, who got here at 5:30 this morning.
Our engineer.
Set up the tents, set up the tables and chairs, got all the equipment.
It's his
together.
12th anniversary as well.
Yes, right. Well, he started in March
April
April 2012.
like
right.
a few days before the station went on the air.
So, but we want to say thank you to Dunkin'
What, today?
Donuts.
No way.
Hold on, Dwight. Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes.
The ladies, Georgia and Prescola, they got our Morning Joe together. They sent us some donuts. Want to say thank you to Tropical Gyro, who's supposed to be bringing some food later on. Want to say thank you to Bristol Wines. Want to say thank you to Kentucky. We want to say thank you to Drifters, who are also coming down to give us some stuff. And then this cake. Who made this cake, Dwight?
Oh, yeah. So I got some other names. Got a Pink Sugar Shop. So thank you to them. I'm sure it's going to taste great. And we want to thank our logo designers, Islander Media Group. We're going to launch that online in just a few minutes.
And
there.
also, we have to thank Kirsten for that lovely ad she put in the Guardian.
Pick up
this
today's
morning.
NASA Guardian today. We got, I hope we didn't leave anybody out. But
Yes, you didn't
most of
put
the
chest
on-air-
on. Don't try that. You don't put chest on.
Most of the
You don't put
on-air
chest- You may
personality.
not to put chest on.
It was going to get complicated. We wouldn't have any room. Because the whole crew, I need everybody in the NASA Guardian. We got to thank everybody, and even our sister stations, everybody, the newsroom. We got to thank Naughty as well. Naughty did a lot to get this happening today. Thank you, Naughty, and you're going to be hearing Naughty later. All the show's going to be broadcasting live outside. So if you see us, if you're driving by, honk your horn. People are going to be on there, so I don't know if you could talk to anybody, but we're going to be out here all day. Paul, thank you for helping.
Before I leave it, I'd
coordinate
also
this.
like to say thank you to you, Dwight.
Oh.
Who've done 12 magnificent years of broadcasting to the Bahamian people. I think people love you. Some people hate you, but you've been friend and foe to a lot. But you're much
people?
appreciated. You're much appreciated. I want you to know that. Those who don't like you, be like you. So that might stand for a little something.
Oh, thank you.
Chester might not like you because you didn't put him in the ad, but that's another thing to talk about on another day and time. But thank you, Dwight. I'm going inside. You all have a wonderful
Thank you, Paul.
anniversary. Have a wonderful time. We'll come back and cut the cake later. Please call me because the girls in advertising are already asking, can they have a slice of that cake?
Oh, wow. I'm sure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Don't forget anybody, right?
I don't
Cut it
care what
small,
anybody
cut it
says
small.
about you, Dwight. I like
Right.
it.
Thank you. All right, so to Questa, we got Laverne, we got Chester, and we have a former Morning Blend co-host who is this current Guardian radio host, Odaz Lightburn is here. Hello.
Is this on? Good morning.
You are on.
Am I? Definitely, congratulations are in order.
Yes.
I remember when Guardian went live. I remember that first day.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being so intrigued, thinking, I wonder if this is going to last. Not because the country did not need it, but you know how we are as a people.
How are we?
Well, we love to talk, but we don't necessarily like criticism and transparency. So I saw this as like a turn for the country in terms of, really being able to talk about matters in a way that was going to be very transparent. And I was just curious as to how it would be, received. And I was very pleased to see that it did well. Paul is here, and I'm glad to see that because he was actually my introduction to the station. And it started over a Facebook post. So thanks to Mark Zuckerberg, right? He connected that, and yeah, it's been great ever since to see the growth and the evolution.
And we thank you for being a part of the family.
Thank you.
And so many people, as Candia was saying earlier, have come through here,
Yes.
and we want to thank everybody. We won't remember all the names as long. We'll be here until tonight, thanking
Yes.
everybody. But so many wonderful people who've had
Absolutely.
shows, who've been regular contributions, made regular contributions. Want to thank all of them
Absolutely.
for getting us to this point. But of course, we want to thank the audience. Thank you so much for supporting us, even when you don't like what we're saying, like Paul said. You've been here, plenty people, and the sponsors, of course, the sponsors and advertisers, but everybody who helped to get us here, we really appreciate you. Really appreciate you. All right, so we want to hear from you. Give us a call, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, and continue to send us your text messages. 422-4796. Dazzy, thank you so much for being here this morning. Got some folks out
Hi,
here. Good
Desi.
morning. So, Duquesa, Chester, Laverne. Let's talk. Let's hear about you all. And you being here, a part of this for as long as you've been here with us.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride, let me tell you. Because you threw me straight off of the dock into radio broadcasting because you needed to take vacations for some reason. Yeah.
Are you sure? I don't think that's how it started.
Pretty sure. Well, I started as a co-host.
Right.
But, still, you didn't give me a chance. You were like, all right, I'm going on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
You got to sit in this seat. And probably one of the most nerve-wracking things I've had to do
Tell me about it.
in my life. But I'm happy I did it. I'm happy I'm still on with you, despite the treatment. And you definitely
Chester, I know the feeling
increased.
Oh, really?
What Laverne say?
She said she knows the feeling
I said I know
Oh,
the feeling
boy.
well. The treatment.
you see?
The treatment, Chester. I didn't even know I was going to be a co-host. I thought that this was going to be a one-time thing. I really did.
Really?
Yes. I didn't
I'm
know
sure I
that this
didn't
was going to be
express it like
every
that.
Thursday. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this.
Or maybe after the first one said,
tomorrow.
hey, you should do this every week. Bam. End of story. Yeah. That sounds
And
all
then
right.
the next thing I know, it's like, okay, what? I don't know. I don't even know how many years has it been, Dwight? I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. I think you started right. Was it before Dorian or right after Dorian?
I started, I think, after Dorian. I started after Dorian.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, so we're almost at 5 years.
But you know what? Like Chester said, it has been a wild ride. It has been, I don't know everybody's names, but I have become accustomed to, and I look forward to hearing some of the frequent callers come in. Regardless of their thoughts and opinions, sometimes we think they're like out of left field or wild, but it's always a joy. It's entertaining for me. And then, so I'm grateful for the opportunity. I would have been more grateful if you had flown me in, but whatever. But it is certainly a pleasure to be a part of Morning Blend and to celebrate. 12 years is a long time at anything, and so
It is.
I'm really great. And as much as I give you a really hard time, Dwight, you know how I feel about you. So
You should tell me, though.
okay, let me tell you how I feel about you. Today, not so good because you guys seem to have food and coffee. No, Dwight I really consider Dwight a friend. So, yeah, we won't gush about it. Your head is already big enough.
Thank you so much. Feel the same way, Laverne.
Well, Laverne, one of the best parts about being a co-host on Morning Blend is having met you.
Oh my God, that's why you're my favorite.
so
You all
sweet.
know I'm the easy target when it comes to flattery. Can I tell you, Chester, I was so excited to meet you because we were communicating whatever, and then to meet you in person, it was even better. I'm just waiting to meet everybody else. You know?
Yeah.
You haven't. So Duquesa, and you haven't met Duquesa and Deandra yet?
No, not in
Oh, boy.
person. I've only heard their beautiful voices.
Okay,
So
we're going to
ladies,
work on that. We're going to work
yeah, Dwight, you got to fly me in when it's not my street. And
on that. Right. We're
Yeah.
going to do it soon, very soon. Or we're coming to you.
because
We'll
I
bring
want to
everybody
meet
to you.
Deandra and
One of
Duquesa
those.
in person. But I got to
Excellent.
tell you, I've been enjoying them. I've been enjoying them anyway.
Excellent. Duquesa.
Well, unlike everyone else, I had to audition to be the Tuesday morning host. After about 3 weeks, he was like, okay, let's go ahead and make it official. I think I'm the youngest host here, perhaps just under a year, maybe, or close to a year.
Deandra might be a little bit
Yes,
newer than you.
Deandra is, yes. And I just want to say that being the Tuesday co-host has helped in my personal growth and development because,
Really?
one, you don't know where the conversation's going. And secondly, Dwight has been somewhat of a mentor in dealing with people, being direct, being humorous, and So I've learned a lot in the last year, just being the Tuesday co-host, and whenever else he says, hey, can you come and fill in? And I want to thank you for that, Dwight, because what you have modeled is exactly how it's necessary. You've modeled which things you're gonna, like, what fires you're gonna choose. And so it's
Really?
been a growing, plenty flyers, but sometimes he doesn't bite. And so it's helped me to really grow a lot. And I believe that it's also allowed the table topics aspect of the Toastmasters program to come into play as well, because you never know what the listening audience is going to say. And I want to thank the listening audience for helping me to build a thicker skin.
Oh my God! That has
Because,
been the
they
number
like
one
to come
benefit.
for me, Dwight, but I'm talking about women's issues. So it's been a long, a well worth it personal growth opportunity, and I want to thank you for allowing my voice to be heard along with yours and for helping to add value to the Bahamian community.
Wow.
Congratulations to you. You have no idea the value that you bring. You could think about, I do 10, but you actually do 20. So whatever you think the value is that you bring, you far exceed that.
Oh,
and
man.
it's evident in the fact that we're still here as co-hosts. Over the years, we've not left. We're stuck through with you. And also, there are no tears.
Thank you so much.
Your
Oh,
listening
man.
audience. To hear people say that I've been with you from the very first show is a
that's
huge
special.
testament of the power that you hold as a host. So thank you so very much for what you do for this country.
Oh, wow! I'm speechless now. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I'm still here because I was
See all of
threatened.
these wonderful accolades you're getting.
All right, we got some calls coming. We want to hear from our very loyal listeners. Good morning. Call me on the air. Call us back. 323-6232. 325-4316. 325-4259. Got a lot of text messages. Let's get to these. Someone's asking if we have any giveaways today. They're ready to win $1,200 now. Let's go.
That's it. 1,200. Maybe you should play anyway. Let me don't say that.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if there's a
Congratulations,
caller.
Morning
I'm
Blend,
hearing
from
someone
all
saying
political
hello.
war rooms who start our news cycle off every morning. Special shout out to Pam and Laverne and all the fearless co-hosts, and they say it like they mean it. Yeah, okay, wonderful stuff. Yes, I want to thank all the former co-hosts, so many wonderful people. Pam and Stephen and Andrew and Arabina and Roy Ann and Lester and Alicia, Farrell.
Over the
Did I leave
years.
anybody else out? Did I leave
Dwight,
anybody
you've
else out?
gone through a lot of co-hosts.
Oh, yeah,
Do we
some.
need to talk about
was that?
Do we need to talk about that, Dwight?
Yeah, Morning Blend.
I
and then-
sometimes co-host
Yeah.
who was also a former host, Teach Grant.
Who you have on when you have. Yep. And I hope I didn't leave anybody else off. But anyway, and then of course we've had on Guardian Radio's 2 anniversaries today, of
Yeah.
course, Morning Blend and Guardian Radio, and all the wonderful hosts who've come and gone. Juan McCartney, who was very instrumental in the creation of Guardian Radio, and Carlton Smith, who was the original station manager and definitely a mentor of mine, and so many other people. Daryl, I almost said Daryl Love. Daryl Miller, Chrissy Love, Shanique Miller, as you mentioned, Teach Grant.
You know, the
part of
first time
original lineup.
The first time I think my voice was on Guardian Radio, as Candia mentioned, covering hurricanes, was Carlton pulled me into this as we covered hurricanes throughout the islands, and just give some commentary on it. I think that was the first time I was ever on Guardian Radio.
Wow, okay. Excellent.
Wow.
Excellent. All right, some more of your messages on. You got a caller on? Yes, caller, good morning, you're on.
Yeah, again, Dwight.
Oh, Anton.
Yes.
Again.
I didn't get into the congratulations part of it because you pulled me right into that conversation.
Well, you jumped in, but okay. But let's hear it. We want to hear from you.
I had to put on my
And you've
gloves.
been on as a couple times, right, as co-host, so look at that.
Well, you know,
And thank you.
I am your unofficial adjunct co-host.
Oh, boy.
Who's been there for the entire ride.
Thank you so much.
But what I wanted to say was congratulations to Guardian, to the visionaries for this all-day product to all the work that Carlton and yourself as the primary manager, general manager at the station has put ensure a quality product that would run throughout the entire day and touch across all spectrums of conversation, politics included, social life included, health included, mental health included, et cetera, medical health included. And so I think that sport, with Naughty and early Pearl in the later part of the day, city life. And so I just thank you all for bringing this level of talk show and the variety of spice in talk show at the high quality that you have been providing over the last 12 years, Dwight. And I wanna give you a caution because you're moving into that dictatorial era, Dwight.
You think so?
And so you got to turn back the clock on that. But
Okay.
Nonetheless,
I'll work on it.
Nonetheless, me and you ride deep, and so some days I love you, some days I don't love you, but I never dislike you. And so continue the great work. Continue to ensure that the right talent is in the chair as you have been doing. And when you and Candia promote that merchant, those merchant wear from Guardian, make sure that persons like myself receive something. In addition to bringing Laverne down.
We know where to find you.
Right. In addition to bringing Laverne down and ensuring that she's in place next year. Hey, Laverne, what's going on?
Thank you so much, Anton.
It's good to hear your voice. Thank you for advocating for me.
Absolutely, always. God's blessings continually, and I'll continue to give my everyday support as much as I can on as many shows as I can until God calls me home. Take care.
Well, we're out here all day, so we expect for you to call in every hour. But thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate that, Anton.
Okay.
All right. Some more text messages. Congratulations on 12 years. Here's to 12 more. And can Sparky get another chance, Dwight? Show us the Jesus in you, my brother, and forgive Sparky.
Is that Sparky's accident?
That is someone advocating for Sparky.
Plenty of people.
That is someone advocating. I just want to say hi, Sparky. I want to call your name and say hello.
Okay, here's another one. Morning blend from, we read that one already, I think. Okay, congratulations. I used to live in Freeport and listen to your station from the beginning, and this is a 478 area code. What is 478? What area code is that?
Somewhere in the US.
From the beginning. I moved to Georgia in 2017, and I still listen every day. Thank you very much. Thank you from Georgia. Okay. This person says here for the, that's about the GBPA. We moved on from that. We'll pick that up maybe tomorrow. Okay. The show, what now? Thank you for bringing discussions on national issues. I have learned so much over the years. The show's popularity is too attractive for even the naysayers to try to get their word in. What a diverse fan base. Well, yeah. The people who dislike us still call in every day, right?
Listening and calling. And calling.
Hey, that's great. Thank you so much. I wonder why... I'm not going to read this. But anyway, they're saying we deserve awards. We deserve awards. Thank you. All right. Happy 12th anniversary. Continue to do a great job of keeping our community informed and educated. I love the idea of municipal government and city managers. My only question is, how would you fund the council representatives? Well, I mean, they're going to have to raise taxes, of course. But if you can see where your money is going, I think people won't have an issue with that. Right? And you have accounts and accountants who are going over the books every year. You're not going to have a problem. It's when you're functioning in the dark, trying to figure out what's happening, that presents challenges. But again, there are plenty of examples all over the world to show you how this can be beneficial. Plenty of examples. All right, we're going to break for the news. The pop band is here. The marching band is here. We got a whole lot of entertainment in our 9 o'clock hour. We're going to get to them in just a bit. Maybe we'll persuade them to play Happy Birthday to us as well. A whole lot more of our celebrations. And again, we're going to be out here all day, folks, all day. So stay tuned. This is a special edition of Morning Blend, our 12th anniversary for Morning Blend and for Guardian Radio. We are partying. Stay with us here on Guardian Radio 96.9.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
In 2023, over 9 million visitors came to the Bahamas. This year, we plan on shattering that record. That's why tourism is everyone's business.
Paradise is not only found in Nassau, but throughout our 16-island destination.
No matter who you are or what you do, we all have a part to play in our tourism industry.
This is our country.
These are our islands.
This is our home.
That's why tourism is everyone's business.
Are you ready for the best of the best? Keep the Vibe Alive Music Group up for sound promotion, and Guardian Radio presents the best of the best Rake and Script Explosion Concert. Mark your calendars for May 11th as Super Club Breezes grounds ignite with Bahamian talent featuring KB, Gino D, Funky D, Veronica Bishop, The Brylanders, Avi, Elon Moxie, and Shine 242.
Right now I feel like whining.
Join the Falcons, Iron Storm, Sylvie Pierre, Johnny Cake, Mama D, Nishi LS, Pat Rami, Stevie S, and Shad Colley and the VIPs for an electrifying night of music and culture. Tickets are flying, so grab yours now. Available online by the Beauty Shack on Soldier Road and Carmichael Road. This is the event of the year. The best of the best Rake and Scrape Explosion at Breezes Resorts. Gates open at 6 p.m. Don't miss out on the Bahamian magic.
Maybe it's time to explore your options. There's no harm in reviewing your mortgage arrangement and considering a better deal. CIBC Caribbean can help you narrow your search and decide. Switch your mortgage to CIBC Caribbean and enjoy a special interest rate and help towards your switching cost. Visit CIBCFCIB.com/inspired home for more information. Conditions apply.
You've seen electric cars on the road, but isn't it time you drive one? Easy Car Sales invites you to experience the smooth, powerful ride and immerse yourself in the luxury and latest tech features. Find out why the Bahamas is going electric. Visit easy242.com and book your test drive now. What are you waiting for? Save money, drive smarter. Easy Car Sales.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
The views and opinions of the host and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Wake up, it's a new day. Wake up, it's a new day.
party or what? That's what they say, right?
It's a party.
It's a party.
I heard the honking already. Some people drove past.
Oh,
honking
that's
some
wonderful.
horns.
Well,
Try and honk your horn. The band is playing.
that's the Royal Bahamas Police Pop Band, folks. They're here with us as we are celebrating the 12th anniversary of Guardian Radio and of Morning Blend. So it's a big day. We're trying to make up for what we couldn't do 2 years ago at our 10th anniversary. So, but 12 is a good number. A dozen, that's a healthy number there. And so we are out here celebrating. Laverne is joining us remotely, and we're having a great time. Dwight Strachan with Chester Robards, DeQuesta Dean, as we celebrate here today. And the pop band is going to be with us for about an hour, and we got a special treat. The marching band is going to be out here taking over Oaksfield for us today. Can you imagine having both of them?
No. That's special.
And we want to thank the police force for that.
So even if the Guardian isn't on your route to where you're going, pass by anyway. Change your route.
Right.
Just drive by. Traffic is flowing. Blow your horn. Honk at us. We're out here. Show Dwight some love.
Show everybody, all my co-hosts and everybody here at Guardian Radio and the Nassau Guardian, our wonderful family here. And so many people to thank. We're going to get to that in a little bit later. Us for Morning Blend, we're launching our first ever Morning Blend logo. You're going to be seeing that a lot over, hopefully, the many years to come. So we're looking forward to that, and we're going to cut the cake in a little bit. But we got a lot of your wonderful text messages. You can continue to text us 422-4796 and call into. We want to hear from you. It's loud out here, so we might not be able to hear you properly. But hey. All right, so let's read some of these messages. This person says here, my relationship with the show is the longest I have had in my life. Congratulations to us. Happy anniversary to us. We're all together.
We the most faithful you'll ever have.
That's true. 12 years. I've done this longer than anything in my life. Longer than, because we only went to grade 11 in high school in QC. And the last job was 10 years. So this is truly, oh my God. 12 years. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of stuff about Grand Bahama there. Oh man, this is some wild stuff. Dwight, have you ever thought about giving out prizes and awards to your chronic callers on your anniversary? They listen and contribute all day and every day. That's a true fan dedication. I agree. We gotta do something.
Now that you have a logo, I could make some medals for you.
That's a great idea.
Number one fan.
Yeah.
We have Facebook monitors that and has proclaimed some people to be number one fans of the page. So I guess we gotta. That's something to think about. Absolutely. Some of these are very interesting. Yeah, right. Laverne, your analysis was great. So happy to hear you every Thursday. Keep up the great work. Congratulations on your 12 years. You have definitely raised the level of radio in the country. Here's to another 12, and especially to Laverne. Okay, got a big fan there, Laverne.
Wow.
Can Laverne hear us? It is quite festive and loud out here. Laverne?
Thank you. I can hear. Yes.
Well, can we hear Laverne? Oh, that's the thing, right. All right. Good morning to Chester, DeQuesta, Deandra, Laverne, Dazzy. Congratulations on your 12th anniversary. Morning Blend is my cup of tea because I don't drink coffee, but I can't function without you. Whoa.
We love you.
That's pretty cool. Huh? I can't hear you. Yo, yes. You want to? Yeah, we got a lot of people to thank. Paul, remind everybody who all we got to thank out here.
We have to. I forgot to say El Shaddai, who donated these 5 tents, the chairs, the tables, the tablecloths. We want to thank Tropical Gyro. We want to thank Drifters. We want to thank Kentucky. We want to thank Bristol Wines and Spirits and East Street Dunkin' Donuts. That's Prescola and Georgie. They sent us these big box of Joes with 17,000 box of donuts. I mean, we have to really say thank you to them. The team down there in East Street, they are unbelievable. The team at East Street Dunkin' Donuts, if you want a good time, go right there. They'll treat you like a king or queen. And like I know Dwight, some of them like Dwight, some don't like Dwight. So they listen all the time. But that's the truth. That's what the people say. Every day I go, they say, I love Dwight. And then somebody say, but I hate Dwight.
But Dwight, if everyone love you, doing something wrong. So take that as a great compliment.
Yes, I guess.
But I tell them you are friend and foe to everyone. You don't play favorites. You straight down the middle. You say it as you see it. And so that's why Morning Blend is Morning Blend.
Thank you. I guess. All right, we got some calls. This is going to be interesting. I think we got to walk around to the speakers. I don't know how we're going to hear them. You might need to text today. Let's see. Can we do it? Caller,
you're going to get feedback, right?
Caller, are you there?
Yes, hello, good morning.
Hi.
Hey, congratulations and happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
You know, you were talking about the shop, the setup that you guys want to set up. I think we should have some Morning Blend products in there too. You understand?
Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to get them in, gotta vet some of them. But yeah, we're gonna work on it. And we hope you will come.
I want to make one request. Seeing that you're celebrating the 12th birthday of the birth of death, I would like to request that just for this day, or even for just one call, to allow Sparky to call in so we can hear his voice. We really miss his voice. I know he goes east to get west and north to get south before you reach to the point, but just give him this 1 minute to call in and say his happy birthday. That's my request.
Thank you very much. Y'all are wonderful, because I don't know if you all would push for a local government like this, or for education reform, or a fight against crime. But the Sparky movement
there's a
is
justice
great.
for Sparky movement going on.
The Sparky movement is powerful in the country. Okay, all right, we might do that. Do we have another call? Are you there? Nope. All right. Chester, let me get that phone over there. Let me get back to the text line. All right. Dwight, we're proud of you from the class of Queens College 1992. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Can you imagine? That was 100 years ago. Wow. Dwight and Morning Blend co-host, congratulations. My radio dial is always on 96.9. Blessings for many more years, Lady J. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Dwight, you and your team are the best. Yes, team's great. Mr. Engineer, you're going to talk today? You rarely talk. At least say hello to the people. Say hello. Everyone knows your name, Wally. They always hear you. For 12 years, they've been hearing about this Wally guy. People didn't think Wally was real. You're not helping the cause today. But you're always talking in the background, though. You have a lot to say. All right.
People know Wally.
People know Wally. Yeah. Well, these things wouldn't be possible without Wally, and without Kermit, and without Arlington, and without April, our production coordinator. We want to thank everybody. We want to thank the sales team, the wonderful sales team. Just great stuff. So we've got a lot of people to thank today. All right. Some more text messages. When you become mayor, will you still be able to host a talk show, or at least show up every so often? I don't know who this text is for. Oh, it's Mr. Strachan, they're saying. Do I want to be a mayor? I don't know about that.
You should be.
But I want to see the system.
I think he's
mayor of what?
And Laverne is going to be a mayor in Freeport.
Man, that'd be great. Yeah. Right, Laverne?
Yeah.
Would you be interested in that?
I think Laverne would be great.
Oops, you're running for mayor, Laverne?
What?
She's gone silent on that one. Okay.
Running for mayor. I'm not running for mayor.
You're not running for mayor. Okay. All right. Oh, that's unfortunate. This person says a happy anniversary to The Guardian of 12 years with the best talk shows in the world. Dwight, please bring Sparky back. Everybody deserves a second chance. Well, I think this would be third, actually. But okay. Paul Fernando.
Yeah, this lady just called, Sandra Gardner. She said she didn't know it was our 12th anniversary. She want to cook some food and bring it down for you, Dwight. So I got to call her right back and let her know if that's okay.
Ask her if this is my Sandra Gardner. Ask her.
This is for Guardian Media.
No, I mean, like, I know Sandra Gardner. Is it the
Yes,
same?
that's the same
It's
Sandra
same
Gardner.
one?
Yes,
oh,
sir.
oh, my friend. Okay. Hey, now this is for you, Paul. Get off here. Okay, that's a. Thanks for saying that to the text line. Wow. Well, that was a lot. Okay. Keep your feet on the gas. Shout out to the late Charles Carter and Ed Bethel and all who passed away. Rest in peace. Yes, absolutely. So many wonderful broadcasters, eh? And we have learned so much from them, and we thank them for paving the way. And of course, Ed Bethel, the voice of Guardian Radio, still. And we don't want to let that go. But yeah, it's quite inspiring. Congratulations. So Sparky's texting in. Sparky says, Dwight, will you ever bring Sparky back? Referring to himself in the third. All right, so you put a lot of pressure on Sparky. I mean, for today of all days, I guess we should. We're all going to be on good behavior, right?
Yes.
So Sparky, you know the numbers, I'm sure.
You know the location too.
Well, don't push it now. But Sparky, call on in. Call on in, Sparky. For today, at least. Yeah. Morning Blend makes being late for work a little less stressful. Yes, boss, I'm late, but did you hear that good show on Morning Blend this morning? Oh, wow. Thank you so much. All right, we got more calls? Yep. All right, let's take this call.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to the whole Guardian family, man. Dwight, I trying to get in from before 8 o'clock, man. The line's busy and you can't get in, man.
Come on in.
Yeah, but happy anniversary, 12 years anniversary. And Laverne, you're excused. It's happy 30th anniversary, Laverne, man.
Thank you. May I have your name so when I come
Muff Roll. I guess I will tell you that. Now you say you don't know the people name. This Muff Roll. This the one and only Muff Roll. And,
all right, Muff Roll.
Yes, man. I did a whole lot of calls. The Andrea and everyone and the Question and Chester and everyone. Where's Stephen Hanna, man? I don't hear Stephen Hanna voice.
I'm sure he's listening. Oh,
you sure he's listening? And Dwight, Tracy Sean was my principal, the AFR 83 to 86. He's very proud of you right now this morning. The chip didn't fall too far from the block.
Wow, I really appreciate that. That's very, very touching.
Yes, man. He's really proud. He's a good Anglican. You was a good Anglican. And we got a guy, like you say, you got to go to Laverne or come to Laverne. I got to come here. Like how she say she wanted to see the Quester, meet them in person. I would like to meet her in person and everything. So you will have to go there or she'll have to come here.
We're going to work on it. We're going to make that happen very soon. Very soon.
Yes, man. Very soon. But again, excellent 12 years, man. All the houses was good. Like you say, Warren McCartney, Carlton Smith, everyone. We learned so much, especially in the 9 to 10 segment. You learn a lot, and we really enjoy and looking forward for next year when Guardian become a teenager.
We're all right. 12 years as an unruly child. What will we be like as a teenager? Oh, boy.
Boy, I like to know. And before I go, Lamar, 30 years of marriage, man, you get 30 and 40 and when you were 16 because your wife sounds so young.
I think she was 10.
Yeah, must be, man. Not to be, man. 30 years? And she only sounds like she 30? Yeah, right. Okay, well, I'll be coming down. I'm coming down right now to get some cake and some apple cider.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much. Appreciate the kind
Okay,
words.
yeah, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, because I will.
Thank you. Laverne, you're going to explain that to us?
Sure. I did not get married at 16, but I did get married at 21. So there, now you know my age.
Yes.
All right. So, hey, you're hearing the music in the background, and the man who made this possible is here with us this morning. When I asked him if we could get the band, and he suggested both bands, I said, no, that's not possible. And he said, for Guardian Radio, anything's possible.
Hey.
Natalie, thank you so much for making this happen.
Good morning, Dwight. Good morning, Bahamas. I just want to say how happy the police band, the world-famous police band, is to be here with you guys this morning. The Commissioner of Police called me personally this morning to make sure that we were coming here. That's how much you guys mean to the police force, that the Commissioner called me personally. And so I had to come down once I got that call from our chief. I had to come down and be a part of this just to say hello to the Bahamas and congratulate you guys on behalf of the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Clayton Fernando. Congratulations.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Commissioner.
That's amazing. Thank you, Commissioner. And we hope to have you on very, very soon. Tell this, of course, you said it. This is the world-famous Royal Bahamas Police Force Pop Band and the Marching Band.
They're amazing.
How did we get these things to happen?
Well, it's about partnerships. Dwight, every Christmas we are together. You and I, as we broadcast the beat retreats, as we broadcast our Christmas concert, and anything any kind of advertisement that we need for the police force. And so it's only in turn that we try to make this happen for you guys today.
Really appreciate it. So what are we going to have? We've been having some great music so far. What else can we expect this morning?
Certainly, we have our pop band on now. They're going to be performing. They're performing now, and then I think another 10, 15 minutes, a marching band is going to come through, and they're thrilled. The audience that we have in the parking lot, all are passing by. I hope there's no collisions, because when the police band comes, people just get to stand still. People just want to stop their cars. I'm so happy that school is already in, because kids would have flocked this place. And then, of course, the pop band will come back and do a grand ending before we leave around shortly after 10. But we're just so happy to be here, man. It's just a wonderful day. We have good cloud coverage. It's not too hot. It's a nice day to celebrate with you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you again. Thank you, Selden Alley. Always a pleasure. And thank you to the bands. Looking forward to what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, and then I think we're going to get ready for the marching band. Hey, they're going to block up the street. But who are you going to call? Because this is the police band, right? So, anyway, we're going to be back. This is our 12th anniversary celebration, Morning Blend and Guardian Radio. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
We are different. We don't just use beef. It's fresh, never frozen. Our burgers are square because we never cut corners. Served hot off the grill with fresh lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and American cheese. We believe in fast food done right. Always serving fresh, never frozen beef. Order a hot, juicy Dave single, double, or triple. Made with fresh, never frozen beef. Now only at Wendy's. Different inside and out.
Screws and Fasteners World, Balfour Avenue and Palm Beach Street, has those hard-to-find fasteners for you right now. You can find stainless steel regular hex, carriage bolts, galvanized bolts, threaded rods, nails, self-tap screws, sex bolts, anchor bolts, turnbuckles, masonry tools, hand tools, and weed whacker strings. Check out the rope selection and car body fasteners, too. Special orders are welcome. It's your #1 fastener store. Screws and Fasteners World, Balfour Avenue and Palm Beach Streets. Call 326-1976.
Do you have uncontrollable debt? Are you ready to make that move to Fidelity for a stress-free future? These loans have a built-in savings plan that pays you unbeatable interest. Ask about our debt consolidation loans today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
Welcome back to this special edition of Morning Blend. I don't know if you can hear us at all. Are you trying to get me to dance out here for us, people? Oh, no, we can't do it. Duquesne is having a ball out here now.
A blast! What's a party without music?
We're going to put this up
I'm
on the...
charging you.
Duquesne says she... dancing. I don't know if they can hear me at all. You coming back over? Yeah. So that's the Royal Bahamas Police Pop Band. They are really doing something amazing out here in the morning. We're having a party. We've taken over the parking lot of the Nassau Guardian. And people having a blast out here, folks. So we're going to be out here all day. Vendors are coming through. You're going to be hearing from them throughout the day. This is fun. This is fun.
Very good.
Pass on by. Say hello to folks. Come hear the band. We're getting ready for the marching band.
Chef is here. He says he's bringing the truck, the Tropical Gyros truck.
Tropical Gyros. So that's going to be amazing. We expect Bristol in a bit. KFC.
Wow. Everybody.
Everybody. Got more. You can call in, folks. 323-6232. 325-4316. 325-4259. Tweet us, Facebook us, text us, 4224. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Okay. So folks are coming by to say hello. You can do that too. Do we have any more calls? Let's see before we get back to the text messages. Again, call in 323-6232. Here we go. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning, Dwight.
Hi, good morning. How's it going?
It's Sparky, that's right.
I can hear you. Keep talking.
Dwight, it's Sparky.
Sparky. Wow, everybody's been calling for you. Good morning, sir.
I know that's
Good morning, Sparky.
Good morning.
How's it going, Sparky? You've been a loyal listener from day one. We appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Can you hear me, Dwight?
Yep. Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm down by my new farm. Hello.
Yeah, you're inviting us to your farm?
I said I'm glad to know it. I'm down on Sparky's new farm.
Okay, that's wonderful. How's that going for you?
It just started today on your anniversary.
Oh, well, look at that. That is amazing. We hope you're doing well, and we'll talk about stuff soon. Thank you for calling in, Sparky. We really appreciate your support, even though we've had our ups and downs. But that's how it goes.
Dwight, would you give me a moment? Hello.
Hi, yeah. We can hear you.
Would you give me a moment to congratulate you?
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Calling Spark. Okay. All right, producer. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, let's get some more of your text messages in here as we get ready for the marching band to come and talk to perform for us. This person says, Dwight, I am proud of you and your team. Congrats. I really respect how you didn't take a government position.
That's some salt right there.
You remain impartial, and that's awesome. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
What about us? What about us who still didn't answer? We didn't take one.
Wow. Okay. Happy anniversary. Hail to the ladies of Guardian Radio, Laverne, DeQuesta, and Deandra. Right. Happy 12th anniversary, Guardian Radio. Wishing you many more years of provocative, entertaining, and enlightening discourse. Thank you. Happy birthday. I love the fact that you went Bahamian with the music and everything. Maybe the owner of some company they've mentioned will take notice. I don't know what that means. But okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Right, okay. Some of these I can't read. I wonder if the police band can do the Morning Blend theme song. Ooh.
Interesting.
That would have been nice.
Question.
Do they know it? We gotta work on that for in the future. Congratulations to Guardian Talk Radio, the best station ever. My morning ride, and sometimes while I'm at work too. Love you guys. Keep up the great work. Oh, thank you.
We love you.
Appreciate that support. All right. So whenever the marching band is ready, we'd love to see that. We want to take over Oaks Field this morning and block up the street. But hey, call in though, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259.
Dwight, I gotta say, Dwight, can you hear me?
Yes.
I gotta say a big thank you to Mark, because what people don't know is that I was not your first choice to co-host. And so I want to say thank you to Mark, because if he didn't turn you down, then you would not have given me the opportunity. So a big shout out.
That is.
I'm about to say, so a big shout out to my husband of 30 years, who was your original choice as a co-host from Grand Bahama, but he was unable to take it on. And it's a big shout out.
Yes, big shout out to Mark.
That's what a team effort looks like, Laverne. That's it. That's it.
Yes,
30
yes.
years of marriage, you expect nothing less, right?
Big shout out to Mark.
Right. Well, yeah. Yeah. But you know what he said to me, which was hilarious, because we'd hosted shows before, and you know this, Laverne.
Right.
But he says, I don't like to talk. I'm like, huh? What?
Lies.
Right. Exactly.
Lies.
But you know who would be good?
He just wanted to give his wife a
and he-
wonderful opportunity.
And he said your nickname, and I said, who's that? But it has worked out for the best. It's been wonderful. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Thank you so much. And thanks to him as well. Thanks to Mark. All right. Okay, we're getting ready. The band's taking a little break. That means it's soon time for the marching band to
Yeah.
come on out here. And we cannot wait for that. Folks who want to be in this area, folks are already stopping by to say hello to us.
Honk your horn if you're listening.
Going to get very special once the marching band gets started. And soon, the time is going. You see, it's soon time for us to cut
Very
the cake
quickly, yes.
with our brand new. We're going to launch on social media right after we get off the
So,
air.
Dwight, let's just ask you, what does it feel like to be celebrating this milestone? Like you're asking everyone else. What does this mean to you? Let's hear from you.
How do you do it?
Yeah, how do you wake up to be here so early every morning? Like, what exactly does this mean to you?
I'm numb right now, actually. I feel like it's still year 4 or something. Where did the time go? But it's never a dull moment, for sure. Never a dull moment. Again, this wouldn't happen without the team. So many people at Guardian Radio and our sister stations and the newspaper. Everybody want to thank them for this. It's been quite remarkable.
And
It'll
how
hit
have
me
you
later.
seen
It'll
things
hit me later.
change?
I was going to
Which
say,
part?
Yeah, we got to interview him.
you mention it all
yeah.
the time. You say, a lot of things since day one is still the same. Doesn't discourage you, it seems.
We want to keep it positive today,
Yeah,
right?
let's just have the grass optimism.
That part is a little challenging, right? That there are still a lot of issues that we were talking about from 2012 that haven't exactly been resolved. But there's still hope that we will get it. The country will get it together, and we will be able to see the progress. Some things have changed. Some things have gotten better. There are some issues that we do not talk about anymore, and that is wonderful. And that's a sign that we can get there. And so we hope before we turn 24 that these other ones will be resolved.
What does your doctor say has changed over 12 years?
But what is your wish for the next 12 years? If you had a magic wand, what would your wish
for what
be?
now? For the country?
For the country, for radio, for media, or whatever.
Oh,
Generally,
boy.
like, what would you like to see in the next year?
Oh, that's a tough
Cast
one
your
there.
wish.
But for the country, definitely that we would decentralize the government. There would be less power in the hands of Nassau, and that we would really allow our family islands to blossom from the innovation, the ideas of the people who are from there, who live there, who used to live there, who want to go back, or because of a lack of opportunities had to come to Nassau or leave the country in order to achieve their goals.
Yeah.
We want them to see opportunities in those places where they can make a difference without the bureaucracy and the red tape, and can influence the growth of this nation. We need new cities in this country. We haven't had a new city since independence.
Wow.
Since Freeport, nothing. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get that. We've had a bunch of subdivisions, a bunch of gated communities, but not a new city. And we've actually seen cities a city lose population. Many islands lose population in 50 years. That's disheartening.
Yes.
And soon everyone's going to be piled up on your Providence, and we can't have that as the future of the Bahamas.
Okay.
And once that happens, media will blossom even more as well. Right? This place will change. This could be
very easily the greatest country on the planet. We've got all the elements in place, but they're not lined up correctly.
Okay.
You know, so the future is bright if we take off the glasses that we're wearing, these party-colored glasses often, or very dark shades, and see what we could be.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
So
that would have been a great time for the pop band to be like, yeah, strike it up.
Right, just strike it up, lick it off. That's
All right,
what they say.
so
lick
let's
it
do
off.
this. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, the world-famous Royal Bahamas Marching Band will take over the show, and then we're going to cut our cake. This is a special edition, the 12th anniversary edition of Morning Blend and Guardian Radio. Stay with us.
The signs are clear. It's time to pay less for your current mortgage by switching to Scotiabank. Enjoy lower interest rates and no payments up to 2 months when you switch to Scotiabank today. Plus, we'll even pay your switch costs. It's that easy. Ready to switch to Scotiabank? Call us today at 242-356-1697 or visit bs.scotiabank.com to switch your mortgage to become mortgage-free faster.
Wherever you're headed, the Custom Computers Know-How team is standing by to help guide you in the East and the West. We have 2 convenient locations on Patton Street in Palmdale and our newest store in the Caves Village Shopping Plaza through the Blake Road entrance. Discover the latest products by top international brands and the knowledge you need to unleash tomorrow's technology today. Drop by Custom Computers out east or out west. We're open Saturdays from 10 till 4.
Here's to the go-getters, the early risers, and the late-night dreamers. You, the visionaries, painting futures in your mind, in your studio, your office, your sacred space. Here's to the adventurers, explorers of every realm. To you, the innovators, turning the cogs of progress. In a world where connection is a lifeline, a pathway to possibilities. Alive is the perfect connection for everyone, every lifestyle, every day.
Visit BeAlive.com today.
The Agri Expo 2024 takes place Friday, April 12th and Saturday, April 13th at 10 a.m. at the Gladstone Road Farmers Market. Bring the entire family for 2 days of food, farming, and fun with backyard farming and culinary demos, interactive farming workshops, a dynamic kitty corner, and show your island pride with the Culinary Battle of the Islands. For more info, Ministry of Agriculture at 397-7400. Agriculture is Bahamian culture.
The 12th anniversary edition. We're getting ready to block off the road. The marching band. Look at that, the police car. Good morning, morning. They are getting. Hi, how's it going? We got it. Oh, let's hear this.
I was driving up on Shirley Street. It took me a while to get here, right? I have to come and celebrate because this is April and this is my birthday month. And I am.
Mine as well.
All I say. I don't like my work radio, 96.9.
Wow, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Annabelle.
Thank you for coming down. Let me give you a hug. Happy birthday. Thank you for celebrating our birthday. We appreciate it. Nice meeting you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Here we go, folks.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
right, good. You're hearing this amazing music. We want to thank the march. What a pleasure, hey? The question,
It's always
you
special.
got all your cardio in today.
They're so captivating.
Yeah, that's quite special, special. Look, it's really time to party. Some champagne. Look who's here, folks. The caller,
our good friends.
who likes to say all these wonderful things about me. Good morning, sir. We finally meet in person. How are you? And when you speak, people will know who you are.
Dwight, I always knew who you are, but you never knew who I am.
I know your voice.
Thank you. And just must be good to meet you. And this is Candia Dames.
Quessa and Chester.
Dame. Oh, this is the person who have the same.
Listen to us.
She have the same view as myself. The Quessa Dame, I am so proud of you.
Thank you so
I
much.
want you to keep Dwight in check.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes he become a hypocrite.
Oh,
But we love him.
We work well together.
Still praying for me?
Don't always. Oh yes, I will always do that. Because I believe in the family. I wish my grandchildren were off so I could bring them down here.
Yeah.
But I think I will do that this afternoon when I pick them up.
Okay, great.
Sir, I'm glad you came down. I'm glad we finally got to meet. Please continue to call in. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much.
It's always a pleasure, Dwight.
Is that our friend who
Although we
focuses on the
disagree,
family?
you know, me and my mother we disagree, and me and my father disagree, but we all at the same page at the end of the game.
Absolutely, and I think we have the same goals. So, but thank you so much for the support.
we got the
Really
same
appreciate
haircut.
it.
Yes, you both have the same haircut.
Look who else is here.
All right, I hope you
Kyle
got some
Stubbs. That means
cider for
finally
Quessa.
we can get the party going here.
Now tell me you
Good
got
morning,
cider
sir.
for Quessa.
Good morning. I did not bring cider on this trip, but I will be back in half an hour with the full garment for the rest of the day. But we had to stop by and bring a bottle of champagne to celebrate. Guardian Radio and Morning Blend, and our opportunity to bring sober conversation about alcoholic beverages and responsible consumption, and for us to twist your arm with a little bit of sales and promotions here and there. And so we really do appreciate that. And there's nothing that says celebration more than a bottle of champagne. So we have with us today the host, Rosé, True Champagne. I think we might have tasted this line before already on the show. But just as a precursor, I'll be back in about 45 minutes with our complete setup. We love some sweet wine, some sparkling wine, some
All day.
flavored wines, sampling all day.
I hope there were many people who learned the difference on this show between champagne and the other bubbly
Oh, we
stuff.
learned so many lessons.
Yeah.
And aren't you drinking more wine these days than before?
No, I don't think so.
Or you drank, or always drank that much? Okay.
Yes, tasting level.
All right. So, Kyle, thank you so much. And so what time are you all going to start out here today?
12 o'clock. Complete setup until about 4:35.
Let's hear the pop before.
It's wonderful.
Let's hear
Thank
the
you.
pop.
This is
Let's
a
hear the
real special party.
The band just walked away. Thank you.
Yeah, the band.
An
Thank you so
amazing
much to the
performance.
marching
That was
band.
amazing.
You having some of this?
Amazing performance. She's going to have mine.
Yeah.
She's going to have mine. All right, so we're going to hear that.
Thank you again to the marching band, to the pop band. They really made this very
Amazing. That's some breeze.
Dunkin' Donuts trying to take them out.
That's some breeze. That's some breeze.
really
Now
special.
let us know
Let's
when
move
you're
that away
ready.
from there. It's time to
Awesome.
start.
You ready?
All right, you ready for this
We
pop?
ready for this pop?
12th anniversary pop. Oh, man.
too.
Got a picture of that? Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Excellent.
That's a be a toast.
So if you're driving past, don't forget
So
the
who's
honk.
supposed to do it?
Just click your glasses and a toast to Guardian Radio 96.9.
The bubbly is pouring. The glasses are tasting levels.
And just a little less than tasting for Duguesa.
The workday is just beginning.
Congratulations.
Talk today?
No. I just stopped by to say hello and congratulations.
We have lots of people.
Thank you so
stopping
much.
by.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice to meet
All right,
you.
so Kyle's
Yes,
pouring the champagne.
Yes, okay.
Fans are coming and meeting, putting the faces to the voices for the first time.
Yes. Now, Quessa only supposed
Morning,
to have
morning, how you doing?
Which one is mine? Pour some out.
Hi.
Okay.
Not gonna talk?
I don't want
Morning. How you doing?
Doing well.
Miss,
Passing through. I
miss.
just got in office and I realized there's so much activity, so I say, let me come out and just see what's going on.
Thank
you so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
thank
Hope you like what you hear when you listen to us.
Where the band went to? Over the hill?
The band has got to go. They got more stuff to do, more gigs, but we appreciate it. And so wonderful stuff. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Oh, okay. Great to see you again. Great to see you. All right, here we go. We got our champagne. right.
Our friends at Bristol are going to do the toast.
Oh, that's going to be great.
Yeah.
Okay, Kyle.
So on behalf of Bristol's, but on the wider community, the Bahamas, I want to say, with a fantastic glass in hand, to 12 years down and to a lifetime to go, talk radio and what it does to us in our country, what Guardian Radio and Morning Blend has done, and no better way than to raise a good glass of champagne and to
Absolutely.
celebrate and to be appreciative. And so that we raise a glass. Cheers.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Bristol. Thank you so much for the support. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, so we are almost out of time
That was
for
morning coffee.
Morning Blend.
I don't know what you're talking about over there.
Oh, so let's cut this cake before we have to go to the news and wrap up this show.
The cake with the beautiful logo on it. To make sure and get the toasts. All the toasts.
So who's going to do so Questa, you look like you have a steady hand. You want to do that? I know, right? I had the spatula here somewhere. And where did we put it? Yikes. It's around here somewhere. Okay. Live radio. Hey, we're going to cut that cake, and we're going to get some pictures of that, and you can see our new logo. We got to go to the news, though. Folks, thank you so much again. Thank you to everybody, all the advertisers and sponsors, and to everybody here at the Nassau Guardian. Thank you so much. So many different parts, but we thank you all. We know you're all part of the family here, and thanks to our special sponsors, Pink Sugar Shop for this wonderful cake, Islander Media Group for this wonderful new logo that you're going to be seeing a whole lot more. And of course, everybody who made this event special today, the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the marching band, the pop band, El Shaddai for these tents and tables and chairs. We want to thank Dunkin' Donuts. We want to thank Bristol Wines and Spirits, KFC, Tropical Gyros, and who am I leaving soon? And again, the party is going on all day. Look at that cake. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Everybody, thank you so much. Thank you for the support. And we look forward to what comes next and hope to exceed all of your expectations going forward. Thank you again. Let's go to the news. Again, all the shows are going to be out here today. On the Clock is coming up. Got Guardian Radio AM, The Foundation, Z Live, and Talking Heads with Naughty. I want to thank Naughty as well. Naughty making this happen. And Paul Fernando, thank you. And we will be back after the news. Stay with us.
I wonder who it will be. You give your first piece of birthday cake too. Oh Lord, my God, I pray that it's me. Oh, they done eat all the food and they done drink down the rum. Speak, we can scream, we dance all night long to the sounds of the ancient man. Now you don't know.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.